Check. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Happy Saturday, happy Sunday, depending on the time you're watching today. First time ever live streaming at this time. Decided to go ahead and live stream because Safereum is currently pumping. I've been making some videos about them, and right now it looks like it's pumping. I don't know, maybe it might go ahead and break its new resistance. So let's go ahead and see where we're at right now. Let me go ahead and lower the light a little bit. We're gonna keep it a little light, you know, we're gonna keep it a little dark today. There you go. How's that? How's the lighting on that? Let me know how the lighting is down below, and as well, go ahead and smash that like button for me if you are now entering the stream. Let me go ahead and put down my link down below. Honestly, I really don't expect too many people joining us today on the stream because I usually never stream around this time. So let's go ahead and see if we could go ahead and capture anybody new to the stream. If you are brand new to the stream, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Comment down below another project you want us to go ahead and talk about today. So we are officially live. Go ahead and comment down below, and let me go ahead and post my link down below on MEXC, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about MEXC real quick. Give me 1 second. So it looks like we are officially live. Nice. So the title of this video is, or at least Safereum is pumping, and the title of this thumbnail is massive buyback burn. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that today. So let's go into it. Yeah, hold on, let me just go ahead and post all these links that I have to. Awesome possum. All right, got it. We're all good. Welcome to the channel. If you are brand new, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Today we're gonna be talking about Safereum pumping 500x. Let's see if we could go ahead, or 500%, which is a 5x. Let's see if we could go ahead and break above that. And we're going to be talking a little bit about some BitBoy drama that's going on with another YouTuber called Crypto, My Crypto Journey, who actually called him out. So let's go ahead and get started into today's stream. If you are now joining, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Comment down below, like I said. Let's go ahead and see how this time works for the stream, all right? So let's go into it. So right now, Safereum, if you don't know, I've actually been talking about Safereum. Yesterday I made a few videos about them. Right now we do see like some massive pumps, or massive dumps, are coming on at the moment. I actually did end up buying this at pre-sale. I got in pretty early, like around this area right here. Currently from its levels is a little bit over 6x. I have been charting this. You know how difficult it is when it comes to charting meme tokens, but so far it has been, you know, it has been respecting certain areas that we're currently looking at. But we're gonna go ahead and start off with the buyback burn and talk a little bit about more on that end. So let's go ahead and head over to the Twitter, Safereum.io, and it tells you right here a little bit more about the project. You're seeing a lot of people, you know, push this right now. We do have the Asian market that is currently going live, so maybe that's what caused a lot of the buying pressure and US pressure as well. We do see that Doge Millionaire actually ended up entering a trade as well, and he ended up, you know, pushing it. Currently right now, at that time was 623, and you see right now it's 712. So we have had a nice little pump. You know, it's been coming here and there. It's actually been holding this area pretty well of support, which I'm actually really surprised. You know, usually when it comes to meme tokens like this, there usually isn't this kind of support. You know, usually supports are not respected and they usually break, but so far the TA has been on pretty much dot to dot that I've been doing. I'm trying to look for the freaking tweets. We'll see where it's at. Should have been a little more prepared when it came to this, right? Let's go ahead and see, where's it at. Oh, it's right here. It was in front of my face this whole entire time. Okay, so they tweeted about an hour ago. So that this is the reason what's causing this little dump. I mean, this little pump. We have just burned a total of tokens with a total market value of $40,000. All of these Safereum tokens were purchased from the market and will never be in circulation ever again. How's it going, Happy? Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. And that's crazy. So that's really what's causing the massive pump that is incoming. I do think we probably will go ahead and break a new area of resistance, and for me personally, I think this token is going to go ahead and hit 40 million market cap. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. If it does, it's going to be looking really juicy, and overall the crypto market's looking extremely good today, guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to all that. But before we go in a little bit more deeper into the charts, what is going on with the market, we're going to go ahead and take a scoop of some doobie. I want to say doobie. Can you believe that? Some W right now. We're going to go ahead and take a scoop of W. I'm drinking the Cali O Cream. Make sure to go ahead and use my discount code down below. Type in code Pepe2 at checkout, or type in Pepe2, yeah, Pepe2 at checkout, or go ahead and use my link down below. Right now, I am just taking a scoop of W because we are going to go ahead and look into the charts. And, you know, usually when I go ahead and start my stream, I like to go ahead and start off with a scoop of W. I am obviously, you know, sponsored by them, so it does help support the channel if you go ahead and use my link down below. This is pretty much like caffeine, like pre-workout, but it's like really good for like gaming, doing your homework, reading charts. For me, I like using it when I'm going on stream. So let me go ahead and just shake this up and take a sip, because I really do want to go ahead and focus on what we're going to be talking about today. And like I said, today, this is my first time ever going live around this time. If we do go ahead and get a lot of good traction, and we do go ahead and meet a lot of new subscribers that are tuning in, I'll definitely go ahead and start streaming twice a day. That's the goal. That's always been my goal, streaming twice a day. But currently right now, I've been streaming anywhere between 2 to 3 hours sometimes a day, guys, talking charts. You know what I mean? Can you believe that? Streaming for 3 hours talking charts. So let me go ahead and take a sip right now of W. That was amazing. All right, that tastes freaking good. It's orange and cream. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what's going on. So usually when it comes to a lot of these tokens, I hate doing pre-sale, guys. I hate doing pre-sales. I'm so against pre-sales because they usually always dump. Like, I've gotten rugged so many times. It doesn't mean that, you know, Safereum can go ahead, or Safereum, whatever it's called, can go ahead and rug us. It could be a possibility. But what I'm trying to tell you is that typically they always rug within the first, you know, couple minutes or the first day of launch. And we're going into the second day, and we're holding on pretty strong. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the charts right now. But talking about pre-sales, I did want to go ahead and talk about a little bit about this token that is coming out. It's called Vegas Inu token. And this is actually another YouTuber that is launching this project. His name is December DeMarcos. I believe it's the way you pronounce it, December DeMarcos. So this is the YouTuber that's actually promoting or launching this token. The only reason why I literally bought, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, is just to go ahead and support another YouTuber. I don't know the guy, but you know, when it comes to this space, I think it's all about supporting each other. It looks like he usually talks a lot about SHIB. I watch his content here and there, but that's really the only reason why I'm buying the pre-sale, guys. Come on, like, that's literally the only reason. I really don't know what the token does, what they're gonna plan to do, but with the name Vegas Inu, I'm assuming it's probably gonna be something with casino related. I don't know. They are launching on BNB. Like I mentioned, I'm not associated or affiliated with them, but they are currently about to go ahead and fill their pre-sale right now. So they do have about 1 day left. If they don't go ahead and sell out within that time, they're gonna go ahead and burn the tokens. But it looks like we are about to burn, man. Like, I only threw in a couple bucks. I threw in like $130 just because, like I mentioned, I'm just showing support. I really don't know what this project is, what they're planning on doing, and most importantly, usually I don't like pre-sales, guys. I hate pre-sales, but I was like, you know what? I'm having a feeling that I should probably throw in a little bit of money here. So let's go ahead and see how it goes. Obviously, if you are interested in jumping into this pre-sale as well, I do suggest only invest in where you're willing to lose, guys. Do not put your life savings into this. Throw in like 20 to 40 bucks, even 100 bucks, depending on what your risk management is, right? I'm not a financial advisor, but the thing is, when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens, you just don't know which one's going to pop off, right? We don't know which one's going to do the 2 to 300x. So it's really all about minimizing your risk, but also just throwing something you feel comfortable with, right? I've tracked Pepe millionaires that threw in $25, and out of $25 they made over $3 million, right? I'm not telling you this is going to be the case, but in my opinion, if a token's supposed to be successful, I think it doesn't even matter if you throw in $10, you know what I mean? As long as you have some skin in the game, right? So right now it looks like we are filling up. Right now it's at 255. So if you do want to go ahead and buy some, like I said, I'm not going to go ahead and post no links. I could go ahead and post an affiliate link, but I don't want to do any of that. Just go ahead and head over to pinkcell.finance. Make sure you're looking at the right website, and it is trending on the first one. It's called Vegas Inu. Another way you could go ahead and find it is by going to their Twitter, if you are interested. The only reason why I'm giving you this alpha, guys, because really to go ahead and make money when it comes to a lot of these tokens. Ooh, and I got to follow back. Vegas Inu token. So this is their app. The only reason why is because usually to go ahead and make a decent amount of profits when it comes to meme coins, you want to go ahead and get in early. So you have to go ahead and throw in that risk. But in reality, we just don't know which one's going to be successful, right? So like, for example, I threw in some money on this one and I threw in some money on another project. And usually I've been really bearish when it came to a lot of these meme tokens. Hey, what's up, Johnny? How's it going, my guy? Shout out to Johnny for joining the chat. We have been talking behind the scenes, and he says he's starting a kick soon. So that's quite interesting, man. I'm definitely looking forward for your stream. It looks like he's going to be doing some in real life streaming. But yeah, guys, like I said, it's trending 2. Just go ahead and give it a look if that's something you're interested in. Like I mentioned, for me, what I've noticed when I made a decent amount of money on a few tokens was me getting in, taking that risk as a pre-sale. Because usually when they go live, man, when they go live, you're kind of doomed, man. And that's the thing. But the thing is with pre-sales, bro, that I've noticed literally the last couple times that I got rugged, this is the reason why I don't play with meme tokens anymore. It usually always dumps over pre-sale. So I don't know. We are getting some bullish momentum, which I will be talking about that today. Why I feel bullish about the market. Bitcoin is pumping. Safereum is pumping. You know, it looks like the market is going crazy. We have like some more going on too. I don't know, man. There's a lot of shit going on right now in the world. But I do feel like it's going to be a very bullish next coming weeks. So definitely go ahead and keep your head up. And I think our time has finally arrived, guys. Our time has finally arrived of being patient. So I don't know. Go ahead and check it out if that's something you're interested in. Like I said, don't invest nothing you're willing to lose. I used to throw in, you know, thousands of dollars into these meme tokens, and I don't anymore, right? I rather go ahead and invest that into other real utility projects, right? Like I like Bitcoin Cash. I'd rather throw my money on that. So for me personally, I'm okay in risking, gambling, because it's not investing, it's gambling, $300 at the max when it comes to a lot of these tokens. But I actually did invest a little bit more on, or gambled a little bit more on this token right here, Safereum. I got in around here. I threw in about $130, and I think it pumped all the way up to $1,000, and I threw in another $1,000 around this area right here. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about Safereum right now, right? Because that's really the reason why you went ahead and you joined today's stream. You went ahead and joined me because I titled it Safereum is pumping, right? But I wanted to give you a little more alpha. Johnny says Casper Banks on Kick, smash a follow, just started it up. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out Johnny on Kick, Casper Banks with a Z, go ahead and check out the chat. If you guys want to go ahead and show anything that you guys were going on, projects, whatever the case is, go ahead and comment them down below on the stream. I encourage all of you to go ahead and get engaged with me. Come on, it makes the stream a lot more fun, guys. It makes it a lot more fun. It gets really boring if I just sit here and talk to myself all day. So please go ahead and comment down below if you guys are joining. You guys can show me whatever you want, right? You guys could even tell me how your day or how your night is going. What do you guys think? Is it a bull market or not? But enough with that, guys. Before I go ahead and get distracted, let's go ahead and talk about Safereum, right? I would go ahead and do the whole entire website thing. Hey guys, this thing's gonna freaking go to the moon. It doesn't matter, bro. Honestly, I don't care about any of this. I don't really believe a lot of these meme tokens anymore. It's the same shit every day. Rinse and repeat. They promise you the whole freaking world, never deliver, rug pull, and all this shit, right? So I've been saying on my last video, it's really just a matter of when we get rugged. We don't know when we're going to get rugged. We're not sure if the project's going to be successful. They all claim they're going to be the next Bitcoin, which is bullshit, guys. Don't believe it. It's not. None of this shit's going to be revolutionary. Let's be honest. Just don't go with that mindset, guys, please. So I'm not going to go ahead and sit here and tell you how freaking bullish this project is because, oh, wow, guys, they are partnered with this team. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't freaking matter. But what does matter is the tokenomics, guys. The tokenomics is really important with the projects because it tells you if it's going to do, if we're safe, we know we're going to lose money. It's just a matter of risk, right? Like, how much are we willing to risk? I was talking to one of you guys yesterday. You guys made over $77,000 in I forgot what the name of the token is called now. Safereum. Literally, I was talking to one of you, like, hey, bro, I'm up like 77K. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that is insane, man. So, like, there's money to be made, man. But what I know is that he ended up taking profits. He told me, he's like, hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and take my profits. I think I'm cool with my 77K in a day. I'm like, frick, dude. Like, I wish I had that kind of money to throw around, make 77K in a day. But that's the reality of meme tokens, right? I do know that he did throw in a good amount, right? I think he threw in a little bit over 10 to 20 G's, I don't know, to go ahead and get that 77K. But yeah, shout out to him. There's money to be made in these tokens. It just depends on what your risk is. Some people are okay throwing $20,000 in a project. Some people are okay throwing $300. Like for me, for example, my max is 300 bucks, bro. Except for this one, I threw in like $1,000, which I went a little bit over what I should have. So I kind of broke my own rule, but I don't know. I have a good feeling about this. Talking about the tokenomics, it tells you right here over 45% of that was in pre-sale. We have about 29.61% of that was burned. Liquidity pool is 15.39, which is liquidity for the pool. And then SEC, I don't want to say it the wrong way, LP Uniswap, which means centralized exchange liquidity provider. Uniswap V3 liquidity provider is 10%. So that's a pretty good sign. Roadmap, I really don't care, guys. I think they've been hitting this. They actually hit this on day one. We hit over $4 million in volume. I think it was about 5 million. So to me personally, I don't care about any of this, guys. Like I said, it's just a matter of how long the project's going to pump and when it's going to dump. So it's really, really risky. And this is the reason why I say take this with a lot with a more kind of like the gambling kind of thing. But right now, currently looking at Safereum, we do see right now we are currently at a total market cap of 5 million with 2.57 thousand holders, which is insane. Currently right now, total volume is 1.14 million. So we got to go ahead and see what's going on. We do see a lot of selling pressure, but we also see a lot of buying pressure at the moment. But looking at this 15-minute chart, I did actually chart this last night before I went to sleep, or before I bought in again, and actually did do this breakout really, really nicely, right? So it has been holding this area of support pretty good. And this was right before the breakout, right? Because I was making sure, I was like, fuck, dude, did I just buy in and I'm gonna go ahead and get dumped on? Like, this is all bad. Like, I always have a tendency, man, that every time I freaking buy, it always freaking dumps. I'm sure a lot of you guys could go ahead and relate. There's been times where I bought it into a token and it dumps 80%. I'm just like, bro, I knew I should have never freaking bought, right? So like, I actually had that happened to me right here. I bought in right here again and it dumped, and I was just like, oh dude, I'm just not gonna look at this. So I was looking at it, charting it to see if we were still in an uptrend, guys, because we don't want to go ahead and buy in if it's not an uptrend, right? But so far it has been actually, you know, trending up. A weird ass chart, but it has been, you know, respecting the area of support, which is actually pretty good. And it's just a matter of how high we're gonna pump, right? Like, do people really believe that this is going to be, you know, the next big thing? I mean, the fact that we have pumped all the way to 5 million market cap is pretty insane. We see multiple projects do a little bit more than that, but I think we're doing pretty good in my opinion. I think with the marketing they have behind their back, the fact that they're pushing it, I'm thinking of probably holding on for a couple more days. I don't know. Like I said, always invest in where you're willing to lose. Like the money that I threw in here, I'm okay losing. I'm okay losing if I because like the risk for me, it's better, right? It's like I threw in probably like about 2K around here total. Well, it was like about 130 right here. I went up. I had about $1,000 in profit. Still haven't taken any profits. I know I should. I told myself I would, but this is looking really, really nice. So I threw in another $1,000 right here. So we are pretty good right now. We're gonna go ahead and see where it goes. I think personally, in my opinion, it could go ahead and hit 20 million market cap. I don't know though. So just be very, very cautious when it comes to a lot of these meme coin guys. Like, we just don't know. Like, literally, we could wake up tomorrow and this shit's like done. One thing I have noticed, liquidity is kind of down, which is actually interesting because liquidity was a lot higher last couple days ago. It was at about, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday it was a little bit over 1 million market cap, guys, I think, or like 500,000. So I think it's something, I don't know what's going on right now with the liquidity. Maybe they moved it to V3, I don't know. I did see, if I'm not mistaken, that they are offering some sort of, like, if you provide liquidity you get like 1%. I don't know, guys. I really haven't provided liquidity myself. Let me see if I can find it. I think they might have it somewhere around here. Okay, yeah, and I also wanted to go ahead and mention this, guys. This is super, super massive, right? So there's exchanges that are wanting to go ahead and list Safereum, and I've been mentioning that when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens, typically when we see them get listed on exchanges, they usually tend to dump, especially if they're offering futures trading, right? And I want to go ahead and read you this real quick because this is actually pretty crazy, man. This is some savage stuff. And Safereum actually tweeted this, I think it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, but they said, all tier 2 exchanges will need to acquire Safereum from the open market, Uniswap. to facilitate its listing on their platform, as no payment in tokens will be provided from our side. The choice is clear cut: either embrace Safereum or risk being left behind. That is freaking like one heck of a confidence, man. They're freaking confident this thing's gonna moon, right? From what they claim. I'm not saying it's gonna moon. This is what they're claiming. I'm just reading what they're saying. Our exclusive communications will be directed solely toward tier 1 exchanges regarding potential listings. Like, these guys are pretty much saying, like, dude, if you're a tier 2 exchange, don't even bother. Like, if you want us to go ahead and list, you're gonna have to go ahead and buy the tokens yourself and put them into your exchange. We are not gonna pay no freaking fees. You guys could go ahead and deal with that. We don't even want you, is what they're pretty much saying. You guys need us in order for you to be successful, is what these exchanges are saying. So they're pretty much telling everybody, all these exchanges, tier 2 exchanges, bro, we don't want to deal with you. If you really want us in your platform, go ahead and buy the tokens yourself directly. We're not going to sell you anything. We're not going to do no OTC directly with you. Go buy them yourself and put them into your exchange if you really want us, right? Because you have to keep in mind, when it comes to a lot of these exchanges, the way they make money is through volume, right? And talking about volume, go ahead and support the channel by using my MEXC link down below. Currently giving all the way up to $20,000 in sign-up bonuses. No KYC, and literally takes less than 3 seconds to go ahead and create an account. And this is kind of the way these exchanges make money, right? Like, if you go ahead, if I encourage you, or, you know, show you this bonus, and there's a reason why I did this ad at the perfect time, right? These exchanges get paid through the volume, right? Like, the more people trade, the more trading fees there is, the more volume, and this is how exchanges make their money. So that's why for exchanges, it's better for them to go ahead and throw that investment into investing into a token, putting them on their platform. Because let's say, for example, I'm a trader on MEXC, right? And let's say you are as well. If Safereum, you know, has token or gets listed on MEXC, well, everybody who's a MEXC trader is already going to go ahead and transact it with that, which is going to go ahead and cause volume in between, right? And with volume, it means transaction fees, and that's how exchanges make money. Just to go ahead and give you a heads up, right? Because a lot of you ask, hey bro, how do exchanges make money? Like, what are the benefits when it comes to these tokens really listing? It's really no benefit besides the fact that the exchanges makes money, and I guess it's a little bit more convenient for you and I to go ahead and interact with, say, Safereum, let's say, for example, because now you don't have to go ahead and transact with Uniswap. It's a lot easier to go ahead and buy and sell on, you know, on a platform such as MEXC, Binance, Coinbase, and all those platforms. A lot easier for your average person that doesn't understand how to use DeFi, right? And those are the benefits when it comes to them. But like, the fact that Safereum's like, dude, we're not going to deal with you. We only want major players. Look at this. Read this right here. I can confidently assure you that the majority of the crypto sphere, including significant big industry players, are actively monitoring the token. So they're saying, hey guys, we know you guys are seeing the kind of volume that we're bringing in. And we know that you can make a lot of money with our token if you go ahead and list it yourself. But we're not going to give you team tokens. And that's good, right? Because typically when we've noticed that when these tokens have to go, so this is what I'm going to go ahead and say, right? So when it comes to these exchanges with tokens, for all those that don't know, if you know, well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you anyways. So the way it works with these tokens is that these tokens have to go ahead and pay these exchanges money in order to go ahead and get listed. And that's anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000, guys. It's not cheap. You know, especially if it's like a small little like meme token that they don't have like 50 to 100 grand to throw around. Most successful meme tokens, you know, they make millions in probably a day. You know, anywhere between, especially if you have a buy and sell tax, you're talking about anywhere between 20 to 30 million probably a day, if off just volume, if they have a buy and sell tax. But that's what exchanges also have. That's what these tokens have to go ahead and pay in order for them to get listed. They need to go ahead and pay. Sorry, these tokens need to go ahead and pay. These meme tokens need to pay anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000, depending on the kind of listing they want to do. Whether it's airdrop listing, whether it's future spot, it's all different kinds of campaigns that they upsell you over. You know, like, oh, you do this, we'll charge you another $10,000 for what is it called? For a website link or like an article, another $2,000 to get a shout out from our page, you know? So that's how a lot of these exchanges make money, is they make money not only on the fees, they also make money on listing a lot of these tokens. This is the way they make money. So it's kind of like a win-win situation on both sides, right? Like, the exchange is taking the risk of like saying, hey, you know what? We'll list you on the exchange, but you need to provide us the liquidity. okay, in order for us to go ahead and transact. So now they have to give up a lot of money. So like for me personally, I think, in my opinion, when it comes to a lot of these tokens, it's not a good thing to go ahead and get listed on a lot of exchanges, because I've noticed that there's more manipulation when you're trading with futures, right? Like let's say you have $1 million access to. With futures trading and you're doing a 10x, you already have access to $10 million pretty much. And now you're able to manipulate the market a lot more to your favor. And that's why for me personally, like I feel like a lot when these meme tokens that I've noticed, they always usually dump when they get listed on these exchanges like LBank, MEXC, all these other exchanges that offer futures trading. And I'm sure you've noticed it yourself too, right? They usually always tend to dump. They usually pump probably for a couple minutes, couple days, and then they dump all the way down like 99%, man. And it's because they enable futures, you know, like even your smaller whale that has $50,000 and is using 200x leverage, like dude, like he's playing with millions right there. And that's kind of the thing when it comes to a lot of these exchanges, right? So what I've noticed is a good pattern to go ahead and buy when they're decentralized, like on a Uniswap or 1inch, buy and then sell, and then as soon as they get it listed on exchanges, I've noticed that typically the play would be shorting it because they usually go down. It's not always the case, guys, and obviously not financial advice, solely my opinion, but it's what I've noticed personally. It's what I've noticed, right? So you have to be very, very careful when it comes to a lot of these tokens. There's a pattern behind this, and this is the reason why I'm able to tell you this, because I've noticed this pattern when it comes to a lot of these tokens. Anyways, yeah, regardless of, it doesn't matter about the tweet, but yeah, pretty much we're very confident that like people are gonna go ahead and want them listed. And dude, I'm just like, dude, that's freaking wild, man. Like most tokens would be begging, like, bro, like please, you know, have us listed, like we want us Lambo Moon, you know. And Safereum's like, bro, like we don't even care about you, man. Like if you really want us, you're gonna have to pay for it. We don't even want to bother talking to you. We only want to talk to the tier 1 exchanges, right? So what is considered a tier 1 exchange? So let's go ahead and take a look at that together. What is considered a tier 1 exchange? I think a tier 1 exchange would be anywhere between like a Bybit and an OKX is what I'm assuming. Let's go ahead and check right here. So tier 1 exchanges will usually be the ones that are like top 10 exchanges right here, is what I'm assuming. I don't know. I could be wrong. But we all know Binance is like the exchange every token wants to get listed on. Like this is a dream. Like to get listed on Binance, it's like amazing, right? Like you made it in the crypto world if you get listed on Binance. Same thing with Coinbase, even though a lot of Coinbase has listed a lot of projects that aren't good either, but you know, that's the goal when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens. Kraken as well is a pretty good one, and then Bybit's a really good recognized one. I don't know what KuCoin is. I'm assuming probably OKX as well. I don't know too much about all these other exchanges. I know these are probably tier 2. I think LBank and MEXC are like tier 2 exchanges. I think crypto.com might be one, but I don't know. I'm not sure what's considered a tier 1. Honestly, I'm assuming it's probably just based off most used, right? So like if we look at the derivatives, we see Binance, Bybit, OKX, and KuCoin, and BigGet. I didn't even know BigGet was top 5, bro. That's insane. I'm gonna try to get some sort of deal with them. That's pretty good. So like you see the kind of trading volume they're bringing in, man. Like look at this. What is this? 24 billion? 3, 6, 8, yeah, 24 billion, I think, if I'm doing my math right. Like that's insane of that kind of volume. So like Binance is the one that holds the most value, the volume when it comes to a lot of these exchanges. So that's actually quite wild. But yeah, that's pretty much what they're saying. They only want to get listed with the top ones. Let's go ahead and look into their smart contracts, see if we notice a massive increase of holders. I could assure you we have. It doesn't tell us right here. Usually it would tell us like, oh, like it went up like, you know, 2% for the day or whatever the case is. But right here, if you're looking at the contract, you can go ahead and see this is the dead wallet. I guess this is the, what is it, liquidity? Safereum, yeah, and I don't know what this wallet is. Let's go ahead and look at this. Safereum age from to 100,000. That's interesting. What is this wallet, bro? We're going to look at this. This is the beauty of blockchain. You can go ahead and track all of this. Interacted with, from, to, okay. What is this wallet right here? Damn, they have $40 million, bro? Is this the market cap? Or what is this? $40 million, man. This is insane. 39 million. This is probably an exchange or something, no? Like, who has just $40 million chilling in their wallet like that? That's insane. I wonder what this wallet is. It's probably like a massive well. So I think it might be a well that probably holds on to this. So it says from Safereum from to. This is interesting. I wonder who this is. That's interesting. We'd see they hold about, you know, $40 million in Jesus coin. Wonder how much he started with on this. Let's start analyzing some wells, right? Because this is how you start to know and you start to understand how much does it really take to go ahead and make that kind of money. Because I'm like questioning that now. It's like, how much does it really take to make that kind of money, right? Okay, so this is interesting. So they locked liquidity right here. It says locked 165. Dude, is Safereum the same freaking founders of Jesus coin? That's crazy, man. I don't know what it is, dude, because like we're seeing that it interacted with this wallet and it's holding a pretty decent wallet in here. Transaction fee value, it doesn't tell us. What is this? 65 for from, no way. So $65 turned him into like 40 million. There's no way that they did that, man. I wouldn't be surprised though, because this is the reality of crypto. This is what could happen. But we also see this one that's locked. Like, I really wonder what this one is. So this is the one that's locked from to, which is $40 million. So I sent it to this wallet address right here. But it's interesting. It's from, let's go ahead and do some investigating here, guys. Interesting. I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest. I don't know what I just looked at. So that's weird. So like the top wallet is that transacted with Safereum is actually locked up $40 million of liquidity for Jesus coin, which is this wallet right here, I believe, which is the 10% wallet. So I wonder if this guy like provided liquidity as well. I don't know. That's quite interesting. Maybe he's making money off the liquidity and he's being a liquidity provider. I don't know, man. That's actually pretty interesting, you know? And that's like the beauty of blockchain, is that if you understand a lot of this, you could go ahead and really dive down a deep rabbit hole, to be honest. Interesting. Anyways, we're going to eventually find out, right? Things already are eventually going to spill out. I'm sure someone that's a lot, you know, smarter than me is going to find out, and they're going to be like, hey, guys, I found this, you know, this is going on. And that's how we're going to go ahead and find out what's going on. What's up, Ranger? How's it going, bro? Long time no see. I hope you're having a great day, good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever the case is. Happy Saturday. Shout out to you, man. By the way, did you ever create your YouTube channel? You did mention you were in the process of creating your YouTube channel, so let us know down below if you created your YouTube channel. That way, so we could go ahead and shout it out. And if you did, I definitely want to collab with you, man. Definitely want to collab with you on that. This guy, Black Ranger, has given me some pretty good alpha when it came to a lot of these crypto projects too. Very smart guy. I think he told me about this token called Farm, which is like a, what is it called? I'm not sure if they're called a DeFi protocol. Is it? It's this one right here. If I could believe it, I think it's this one. I think it was him who told me about this. I could almost assure you it was him, if I have good memory, which I don't, but I think it was him. This is a pretty good token that I was checking out too as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at Safereum, man. Let's look at Safereum. So it looks like it's a little bit right now, currently all the way up to 300% is what it says. So right now, let's go ahead and talk about resistance and support, because I completely forgot about that, guys. I blanked out. I don't even know what we were talking about, to be honest. Oh yeah, we were talking about the smart contract and I got distracted. My bad. Okay, there we go. So look, this is the interesting thing. Now we see that the liquidity has over 860,000. So I'm not sure if there's like a glitch going on right now, maybe with DEX tools or something. Let me go ahead and refresh it just in case. Because we just saw the liquidity that it was like 100,000, and now we're seeing it at 860,000. Like, it's wild. Ranger says the channel is ready, just need to figure out the settings, bro. Reach out to me on Twitter, man. Reach out to me on Twitter, ALTCOIN John. I'll be more than glad to go ahead and help you out and get you up and running on that, man. Oh, that's not my name. Safereum's not my name, guys. ALTCOIN John right here. ALTCOIN John, go ahead and send me a DM, bro. And yeah, let's go ahead and get you up and running with that. Let's get you set up on that YouTube. We're gonna go ahead and collab as soon as we get you up and running, bro. So let's go ahead and get that up and ready. Yeah, for any of you guys that have channels that are streaming, doing YouTube, whatever the case is, go ahead and comment them down below. We already have Johnny starting his kick. Casper Banks, give him a follow. You want to check him out. Airsoft Black Ranger. I don't think that's his channel. I'm not sure. We have to wait for him to confirm, but check him out as well. If you have another channel or something you want to shout out, just go ahead and comment down below. But yeah, let's go ahead and yeah, reach out to me, bro. Reach out to me. We could go ahead and get you set up on OBS or something. We'll talk about it on Twitter, and or we could go ahead and like hop on Twitter, talk, and then hop like on a Discord chat and I'll help you set up on that, man. More than glad to help you out on that. Yeah, so back to what I was talking about, guys. Now it looks like the total market cap has increased. So we're currently at a 5.25 million market cap, total liquidity 860,000. So I told you how the liquidity looked a lot lower. I don't know what the case was there, but it looks like now they locked the liquidity. So they did actually lock the liquidity because they had about a percentage that was unlocking today, and it looks like they held it back versus 14 days. So I don't know what's going on there. I could have sworn I saw a tweet or like on Telegram about them saying about something like that, but I think personally this thing might go ahead and pump to 20 million. It's my guess, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I mentioned, it's just a matter of when the token decides to rug, right? So let's go ahead and do some quick TA, which to be honest doesn't really work, but so far it's been working pretty well in this token. And that's what I like to see when it comes to a lot of these tokens. Like seeing that TA is actually being respected is actually a pretty good sign, right? Because it's easier to go ahead and predict where breakouts are going to happen and when they're going to occur. Like for example, right here, I was doing some TA right here. I was like, all right, this is going to go ahead and break out. If it breaks out to the upside, I'm good. I don't need to go ahead and like be sweating and being worried about this thing dumping. But luckily it's still pumping till this day. I don't know. Hopefully I don't jinx myself and this thing doesn't dump by tomorrow, but I really doubt it based on what we're looking at right now. And like I said, this thing broke out, so that's a pretty good sign. Obviously if it would have like dumped, I would have probably changed my mind and I was like, okay guys, yeah, I'm quite bearish on this. But looking at this, support has been respected, so has resistance. So let's go ahead and do some quick TA on this. It's only been out for about a day, guys. This token has only been out for a day. Started off at 700,000 market cap. I didn't mention that, so I apologize. And currently at 5 million market cap. So at the time of the pre-sale, I'm probably up about an 8x. And I think with the bullishness that we're getting in the market, which we will be talking about, so go ahead and stay tuned. I do believe this thing might go ahead and pump. I'm thinking maybe anywhere between 20 million to like 50 million is really realistic for a market cap. Like no cap, like I really do think it's possible, but it just really depends on like if we're breaking those areas of resistance. So like in order to talk about like 40 or even 10 million market cap, which I know it's going to happen, right? Because it's giving us a bullish scenario that it is. But let's just go ahead and go based on charts, right? Because we don't like to talk about emotions. We don't talk about, ooh, freaking 100 million market cap, 1 billion market. It doesn't matter, guys. We're going to go ahead and look at what makes sense. And then we could go ahead and talk about, you know, Lambo talk, you know, 20 million market cap, whatever the case is. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it's just a matter of when the token freaking dumps. So I just want to go ahead and tell you guys that. It's not going to be like, oh, it's going to moon for sure. I don't know. This thing can literally rug right now on live, and that's actually happened to me before, guys. Like I remember someone showed me a project. They're like, hey bro, like check this thing out, and I checked it out. I threw in like about $1,000 into that thing, and I was like, all right, I'm going to be doing pretty good. I'm feeling kind of lucky on this play, and I'm analyzing the freaking chart and I get freaking rugged, bro. So like it happens to everybody, you know. But honestly on that project I just like threw money. Like I didn't really do my research. It looked kind of sketchy, but I was like, fuck it, man. If I could go ahead and make some quick money real quick before they rug pull, and literally they ended up rugging. It was terrible, man. But yeah, so right now, so far, we have been following this channel. So as long as we can go ahead and continue to do this breakout to the upside, I do believe that we will be approaching anywhere between 6 million market cap. I haven't seen 6 million market cap right now so far. So far, we have been respecting this area of support, which is a really good sign, right? This is what we want to go ahead and focus on. If it's being respected, when it comes to meme tokens, guys, it's really difficult to respect TA because it's such a volatile and such manipulated asset, a lot more than Bitcoin and Ethereum, that it's really, really difficult to understand where it's going to go, right? So like we haven't really seen massive wicks as we have seen with Wall Street memes, because we haven't been really listed on too many exchanges, right? And I say too many exchanges because I completely forgot to mention that they actually did get listed on one of the exchanges, and it was actually Bitmark Exchange. And it looks like Bitmark had to go ahead and pay up for their own listing, because as you saw, Safereum said, heck no, we're not going to go ahead and pay for it. So looking at it right now, like I mentioned, if we could go ahead and break above this, it's going to be like a really good sign of a bullish scenario. If you're looking to go ahead and enter this, obviously not financial advice, I would go ahead and just look at this area. If you could go ahead and get lucky, if it falls below this area right here at the 5.450, I think this would be a pretty good area of entry. I don't think it's going to go down any lower, because we just have been respecting this a little too long, guys. We've been respecting this area way too long. We got this confirmation of this breakout to the upside. It doesn't mean that the trend can't change, right? It doesn't mean. But like another reason why I'm extremely bullish is because if we actually go ahead and look at this area right here, so far this area has been respected as a support. So like so far, like as you could go ahead and see, this thing has pumped over here, and it looks like it's now getting ready to pop to the upside. So like literally as we're watching this live, this thing could probably go ahead and take off. Like this thing might go ahead and, like, I don't know, do like a 10x after that thing pops off. And I'm sure a lot of whales are looking at this area very carefully. They're analyzing this and they're looking at this like, all right, let me go ahead and jump into an entry. What would be a good area for an entry? And I think that's what a lot of people are thinking right now at the time being. So just keep an eye out on this if you are looking for an entry. Like I said, for me personally, I don't like buying things that are pumping, but that's on the 15-minute chart, right? Because if you go ahead and take a look at the daily, it hasn't really done too much, right? It's done in 8x. It's pretty cool, but with the hype and the fact that they haven't really started, you know, massive marketing, and you know, a lot of these influencers haven't caught on yet. I think once all of that starts coming in, I think we could go ahead and see, you know, the $10 million market cap and above. I mean, we're seeing right here, 24-hour volume is at 90 million. So that's pretty insane. We haven't seen a token like that since a while, you know, because we've been in such a bear market. I think probably another token that did that was Pepe 2, and then we had Bitcoin, which was Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu, that we saw do something similar to this kind of volume action. But so far during this bear market that we've been in, we haven't seen any other token like Safereum. Obviously they're paying for, you know, DEX tools trending and all of that. They paid for a lot of articles, call groups. Freaking dude, like I've never seen this kind of marketing in a token in a while. Like this is like the reason why I'm bullish, is the marketing. And usually with marketing, it takes a while, guys. Like today's they launch on a Friday, right? Friday being launched on a Friday, it's usually not really a good thing, let's be honest, because Fridays people are out with their families, they're out at the clubs, they just got their payday, their paycheck, and they're you know, they're having fun. They're not even thinking about crypto. They're going to go ahead and enter this space back on Monday. And I think Monday is when the races are going to be taking off, guys. I think, in my opinion, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think based on what we're looking at right now with Bitcoin and the DXY, I think Bitcoin's going to be, or crypto's going to be taking off in the next coming weeks. I think it's going to be a very bullish month of October. And we've actually seen this kind of movement before with a lot of meme tokens such as Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu pumped around October, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pull out that chart right now for you. You're going to be like, damn dude, I didn't know that. And that's why for me personally, I like going based off data. It doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but this token Shiba has been out for 2 years, right? We've been noticing some areas, so we're going to go ahead and take a look if those areas are being confirmed. I mean, right now we're looking at 5.35 million market cap, sitting at 76. We're about to go ahead and break and make new all-time highs literally live right now, guys. that's kind of the reason why I went live. I mean, liquidity is going up as well. We're currently at 869. I think liquidity is going to go ahead and hit 1 million very soon. So go ahead and smash that like button for me, and if you are brand new to the channel, guys, I really do appreciate it if you go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me, because that really does support the channel. I know a lot of you have been asking me, hey John, like where's the tip jar? I want to go ahead and tip you. You're doing great. I really appreciate it, man. But like, really, a like and a subscribe really helps me a long ways. And most importantly, you know, heading over to MEXC, you know, even if you don't trade, just creating an account does help support my channel. It shows that you're supporting me, right? I'm gonna be transparent with you. I only make money if you trade, guys. Like, if you're trading on MEXC, which I know a lot of you don't know how to trade, that's the only way I make money, really, if you trade. If you trade, I make money off of that. That's the only way I make money. So that's one of the ways that you can support me. But like I mentioned, if you don't know how to trade, just go ahead and create an account for me. It literally takes less than 3 seconds to go ahead and show some love and some support. And, you know, soon the channel will be monetized where you can go ahead and give me tips and all that. But honestly, guys, I'm more appreciative with the fact that you're, you know, tuning in, watching the channel. That's what I appreciate the most, because I know for a fact that this channel is going to go ahead and do numbers as soon as we get some bullish momentum coming in. So you just smashing the like button goes a long ways. I truly do mean it. And I try to build a really good foundation with all of you guys as well. So definitely go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter. We're going to go ahead and talk about the BitBoy drama too, that it's actually been quite interesting, that has been actually going on around. So actually a lot of crazy things, guys, but honestly, I'm more focused about the kind of money we can make on this token. Like, F to drama, the crypto drama, is always new crypto drama every day, right? I'm more worried about, like, are we gonna make money, or are we gonna go ahead and get the rug pulled, right? And I hope you're thinking the same thing. Like, I hope you're thinking like, hey bro, like, I want to know how to make money or stuff like that, because I want to make money too, right? That's what we're in the space for. We're in the space to go ahead and make money. We're not in the space to go ahead and find out about who's with whose wife and what's going on with all this BS. It doesn't matter, man. It's entertaining, I'll tell you that. But in reality, I don't care. I really don't care, man. I'm only focused on crypto and Bitcoin, and when the bull run is coming, and that's the only thing that's in my mind, and I hope it's the same thing on your mind as well, right? Don't focus on all this BS drama that's going on. But anyways, talking about BS drama, let's go ahead and focus on this right here. Let me go ahead and pull out my brush real quick. So we have noticed that we have hit about 8637. So let's go ahead and put that on a little price label right here. So far this has been our top, right? So we're actually getting closer and closer every freaking minute to breaking that. So an area that we want to go ahead and see break in order to go ahead and confirm that this is going to go ahead and pump, it's obviously seeing this area break. If we could go ahead and break and hold above it, like as long as we close above this, then it's going to be a bullish scenario, guys. And we all know, usually typically support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support, meaning if this pumps to the upside, I wouldn't suggest you to buy because you don't want to FOMO, right? You don't want to be buying when everybody's buying, guys. That's how you get wrecked. So if you do want to go ahead and enter a position right now, obviously not financial advice, I think right now might be worth the time. I don't know. Maybe it does dump down. I really doubt it based on the price action that we're getting right now. Like I'm saying, it's been respecting this area of support so far, and we're seeing higher highs. So we're seeing like a staircase effect. And usually that's a good sign of some bullish momentum. Doesn't mean it could be a fake out and it could dump all the way down. It could, but I really doubt it, guys. I really freaking doubt it, because we see this massive break to the upside. We saw like a little cool down period. We pumped, then we dumped again. That was an area of support. The Wells bought that dip up. It pumped up again, and now it found a new area of support, and then it pumped, and it found a new area of support, and it's slowly climbing its staircase all the way up to the moon. That's really what's going on right now. It's finding its way all the way up. So we really don't know how high it's going to go. But what I could tell you is that, look, we're seeing it break up right now. Like literally live, we're probably about to go ahead and see all-time highs being witnessed right now live. And that's going to be freaking insane, right? Yeah, so right now we're breaking this area. As soon as we go ahead and break this area, guys, right here, this area right here, and we stay above it, because we've seen that we have touched it multiple times right here, right? But I think this is going to be the breakout. I don't know. I have a feeling because of volume, the momentum, the buyback burn, like the hype's coming in. I think people are going to start to go ahead and buy this up, buy the dip up. And if we do go ahead and get that action going on right now, hopefully we could go ahead and get it live. But we could go ahead and get some massive pump going on live. Dude, I think that's going to be freaking cool. If we could go ahead and just see this thing eat a zero live. I think we're actually close to eating a zero, are we? Let me see. 5... Oh, Snapples. I think we are, bro. I didn't even know. So we're close to eating a zero. Like, we're literally like in the tip of the iceberg, getting ready to freaking eat that zero up. That is insane, man. That is freaking insane. I didn't realize that. Like, I don't really count the zeros, man. I'm just looking at the charts and just looking at what makes sense, right? I'm not going to go ahead and be like, oh, are we going to go ahead and eat 3 zeros today? I don't know, man. Neither do you. Neither does this other crypto influencer you see on Twitter. So don't believe any of that BS. Just look at what's making sense in the charts, right? And like I mentioned, we need to go ahead and just see this break above it. We might go ahead and break above that life right now. Hopefully we do. So ideally, like I mentioned, it's probably going to go ahead and take a little dump right now, or maybe it might just break. But if it does and you haven't entered another position, I think the 7.6 or 7.7 area might be another entry point. Like I said, I think right now this is the next area of support before takeoff. So like if you're looking to go ahead and buy an entry right now, not financial advice, this might be a good area. I don't know. We really need to go ahead and look. It's breaking up right now. So it's, if it does break above it, guys, I think it's probably going to go ahead and dump back down to A3. And this is probably going to be the new area of support, or maybe over here. And then it's going to pump. So it might be either worth jumping in right now or just waiting for this thing to retrace. But we don't know when it's going to retrace. Maybe this thing like just pumps and it never retraces. And that's kind of the problem with meme coins, right? Like I don't want to go ahead and like create any FOMO on you, because I tell a lot of you that when it comes to a lot of these tokens, you don't want to be buying when they're pumping, you know what I mean? You want to be buying them at an area of support or like an area that you feel comfortable. But like I mentioned, if this thing does pump and it does hit the 10 to 20 million market cap that I believe it could, I think these two areas are now going to be the newer lows. So I don't think we might see it go any lower than these two areas. I could be wrong, but like I mentioned, I kind of almost doubt it. Because based on the price action that we've been seeing, it's been getting pretty respected pretty well, right? And I think these might be the two new areas of support. This might never be the new area of support anymore. I think this area is gone already. After we break above this, and we're breaking above it right now, we need to go ahead and break 8619, and we're very close to that. So smash that like button for me, and we're really getting close to, we're 852, we're at 8619, guys. That's what we need to go ahead and break and see above. So we're really going to go ahead and see this break above it live right now. So I'm definitely excited for that. That's going to be freaking cool, man. I'm excited. Look at that thing just break. So we're either going to go ahead and see a pump, or we're just going to go ahead and see this dump all the way down. So let's go ahead and see where things go from here. Let me go ahead and take a sip of my drink. It's freaking wild, man. Go ahead and smash that like button for me, guys. And comment down below. What do you guys think? Do you think this is going to pump? Is it going to dump? I feel like the light's kind of messed up, no? Is that better? I don't know. I'm like looking at myself right here on stream. It looks a little... So it's a little too hard to see, but I think I should be fine. You guys don't need to look at me. You guys know what I look like. So it is pumping. I don't know. I think it might dump right here to 7746. Let's go ahead and see that. Smaller time frame, 5-minute chart. Damn, man, the 5-minute chart looks a lot more beautiful than I thought, man. Like I mentioned, I mean, we've broken this area right here, uptrend, and now we're going to go ahead and see, are we going to go ahead and get rejected, or are we going to go ahead and continue to pump? Man, I'm looking forward for this freaking month, man. I already feel it in my blood. Like, this is going to be a freaking good month. Like, a lot of money to freaking be made. Like I told you, one of you guys, one of my buddies already made over $77,000 on this project. Like, this is freaking insane, bro. Like, it's mind-blowing, bro. It's mind-blowing. I've never had a big trade like that. Not in one trade. I think, like, the most I've ever made in one trade has been, like, I think 30 to like $40,000, if I'm not mistaken. That's like been like the most I've made in one trade. $30 to $40,000 in one trade, I think is the most I've ever made. But I've never made anything above that. So I can't imagine what like being up like over 100K would feel like. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be freaking insane. Or even 60 to 70K. So hopefully we could go ahead and hit numbers like that. But we are pumping right now. Welcome to that person that just joined the chat. Shout out to you, whoever you are. Smash that like button for me. Comment down below. What do you think of Safereum, man? Are you invested? Are you not? Are you bearish? Are you bullish? Do you think we're going to go ahead and break above this previous area of resistance? So it looks like we're almost getting close. We're analyzing the charts right now with Safereum. We're hoping we could go ahead and get new all-time high live right now. So this is what we're currently looking at. We're literally just looking at the charts. If I also go ahead and be trading, guys, for all those that probably don't trade, I know a lot of you don't trade, the ones that do watch my channel every day, but I'm sure a lot of you do trade, right? But for all those that don't trade, this is literally what trading looks like. You just sit here and like literally just look at the charts and hope everything goes the right way that you're looking at, and you try to go ahead and see if it's a time to go ahead and you know, sell your position because it's going the opposite way of what you think. Usually this is what it currently usually looks like. Obviously, if you're trading on futures like MEXC, it's actually a lot more volatile, man. That thing's moving up like freaking crazy if you see it like when it's getting traded on MEXC. Okay, so we're having a sell-off right now. So it's dumping, guys. It's dumping. I think we found this area of resistance, which is still a good sign. It's not bad. We topped off at 864. 8624. So we made new all-time highs, guys. We made new all-time highs. His all-time high was 8619, I believe. Wait, hold on. 8614 was the all-time high, and we just hit 8298. Sorry. 8298, and this is 8619. So we're almost there. Wait, yeah, we're almost there. We're not there yet. I'm just like, wait. Yeah, it's kind of almost like a mine F. But yeah, this is what typically trading will look like if you're really looking to go ahead and enter trades. You just be looking at charts. You just see it move back and forth if you're day trading or swing trading, right? For me personally, I don't like putting too much stop losses unless I feel super comfortable in my trade. But I like analyzing my trade if I am trading. And if I'm trading for a couple hours, I'll just literally sit here looking at the charts, making sure everything's playing out good, taking profits, maybe moving my stop loss, maybe moving my take profit at a different area. So that's usually what I would go ahead and analyze this. And the reason why right now would be very important is because we are at a very critical area of resistance, right? So in order for me to go ahead and still be bullish in my position, to understand if this thing's going to continue to trade, you want to go ahead and continue to analyze it this way. Like the way that I'm looking at it right now is a way that you want to be looking at charts if you're if you're throwing in money into these meme tokens, right? You want to analyze like the volume, the hype. Typically, what I forgot to show you, this is what I would go ahead and do. I would go ahead and head over to Telegram, and I would just go over to their Telegram right now. Like, let's see, and watch out for scams, because there's gonna be a lot of scam Telegrams going on right now. So we're seeing like the Telegram going kind of crazy, not too crazy, but it's going kind of crazy. Look at that. And this is like kind of action you want to see when it comes to a lot of this. Like, are people getting hyped up? Like, are people getting excited? Are people getting motivated? This is what you want to kind of have to go ahead and analyze when it comes to shitcoin trading. You want to go ahead and see if this is what's going on, this kind of action right here. Because this tells us if the community is getting hyped, if there's any FOMO, is anybody panicking, how are people reacting, are people saying moon, and that kind of gives us a better indicator of what is going on, right? So this is the kind of action we want to go ahead and see. So it's looking really nicely. I'm very excited. Can't wait for later on today, tomorrow, see how this position closes. I'm probably going to go ahead and hold on to this trade for a little bit longer. I am currently in profits. I don't know how much I'm in profits right now. Should I go ahead and check live? Nah, I'm good. I was going to check it, but I'm good. Because, like, if I check it, I'm going to overthink it. I'm like, oh, snap, like, I'm playing with that kind of money. So, like, I don't want to be looking at, like, what my money's doing, right? I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there. Do its thing, make my money work for me, and in the next couple of days, I'm going to go ahead and check in and I'm going to be like, snapples, man, like I'm up this much, and then I'm going to go ahead and decide what I'm going to go ahead and spend it on, right? That's what we should all be thinking. So right now, we're getting closer to breaking the 6 million market cap, which is something that's very exciting, guys. Definitely looking forward to it. We're so close to breaking this. I mean, look at this, all-time high 8619. And currently right now at 8456. All we need to go ahead and do is break that new all-time high. As soon as we break that, guys, oh my god, I think there's either going to be two things. We either get a massive freaking dump that dumps like 30%, or we like literally moon. And I think that's what's going to happen. As soon as we break that all-time high, which is 8619, I think this thing's going to take off. That's what I think. I don't know. But that's usually what's going to happen, because I think more people are going to get hyped up and they're going to see it. People just love buying in green, guys. People don't love buying red. I don't know why. It's probably like a psychological thing where like people are like, oh shit, red means danger and green means go, and I think I should go ahead and buy in green. But I think that's why people tend to go ahead and buy when it's pumping. Like, and that's why people are like, dude, I got wrecked. It's because you're not supposed to buy when it's pumping, guys. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to go ahead and buy when it's retracing or taking a support. And the problem is that sometimes it might never drop, dude. like that's the thing. Like, it might go ahead and moon a 20x before it dumps. But usually what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, it always dumps. Trust me, it always dumps. And this is the reason why you want to go ahead and pay attention to charts, because when I went ahead and I entered my other position, like I said, I bought in at pre-sale, so I'm already up in profits. And then I threw in another bag like around this area right here. And I threw in more than I usually would with meme tokens. I threw in like $1,000. I always preach my community. For all those that have been in my community, don't put in no more than $300. But at the end of the day, it depends on the kind of person you are, right? Some people are okay throwing $20,000, $30,000 in memes. Like, I know one of my buddies that I've talked to, you know, he throws in 10, 20, 30 grand like it's nothing, you know. I'm not at that level yet. You know, I'm not at that level yet. We will be soon in the next bull run, or the next maybe this the next coming months, right? But I jumped in right here again, and I've just been analyzing this, and it's been giving us good signs, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that even though I bought in right here, it dumped. It still dumped another 30%, so you just really don't know when to time it. But the good thing is that when it does this kind of movement that we're watching right now, it's easier to analyze. Like, look at this. I told you that as soon as it freaking pumps, it's gonna make new all-time highs, and this thing is gonna shoot up like freaking crazy. We're watching this live, guys. I told you. Now we're gonna go ahead and see a dump. We might go ahead and see a retrace. I would say around this area right here. I think this might be the next area of support. The new next area of support should be around these two areas right here, either right here or right here. These might be the two new areas of buy. I don't know. It could be, because usually, typically, when we see a new area of resistance break, as you can see, we see a massive dump all the way down when it makes new all-time highs. Typically is what the case is. Right now, it's still pumping. We might go ahead and go above it. I think we're a couple more from breaking a zero. I don't think we'll do it live. I really doubt it, but it could be a thing. I don't know. Like I said, the community is going to get super, super hyped now that we broke its previous all-time high right now. And we're watching this right now. Let's see how the freaking chat's reacting, bro. I can't imagine. This is freaking wild, bro. Look at this. People are like, 1 billion market cap, let's freaking go to the moon. This is what you don't want to be doing, guys. So look, we're making new all-time highs, 9016. Damn, dude, I'm deep in profits. I'm like urging to go ahead and check my wallet, but I'm not gonna do that, because if I do that, that thing's gonna be on my mind. And I told you guys, I'm planning on probably selling in the next couple days, maybe by tomorrow. Depending on how the market is, or maybe like I might hold on for a whole entire week. Like I said, the project is still brand new. It's barely right now is the second day that it's been launched, and imagine what it's gonna look like on Monday, dude. On Monday, people are gonna be flying through the roof trying to buy this freaking thing. Like, look at this. Look at the people that were waiting for the freaking dip. They missed out, man. There's no dip. And this is kind of the thing, the reason why you want to go ahead and be able to recharge, because when you're able to recharge, you're going to be able to know when the top or the bottom is, for the most part, right? And right now, we've broken this area of resistance. Look at this thing. Look at this thing skedaddling, bro. New all-time highs live. So this might be the new area of support, depending on how the market reacts. They might purposely go ahead and push it even higher, is what I'm thinking, because the community is going crazy, bro. We're at 6.56 million market cap, bro. 6.56. You guys saw it live. We were at like almost 5 something million. Now we're at 6.56 million, about approach 7 million market cap live right now. So we're up currently right now at the time of this recording about 200%. And there's the beauty when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens, right? Is that you get to witness this kind of action. And it's not always the case, guys. I don't want to go ahead and tell you, hey guys, like, this is common, this happens all the time. No, bro. Usually when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens, they always freaking like rug the pool like the first freaking day when it comes to pre-sales. And based on like what I've been noticing on Telegram, when you're looking at these tokens, you want to go based off hype. How are people going to react? You want to get in a trend early. That's why sometimes taking the risk early on, it's better than jumping in during this time. Because if you're jumping in right now, it doesn't mean it can't pump higher, but your chances are lower and your risk is a lot higher. Like for me, for example, I'm deep in profits. Like even if this thing dumps like 50%, I'm so good. I'm chilling. Like I'll be able to break probably even, probably take out somewhat of some profits. But I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I got in at 700,000 market cap, guys. It's at 6.52 million. You know what I mean? My risk is not that high. My risk is actually kind of low. And I ended up jumping in right here again. I wish I would have bought in more at the beginning of the market cap, because I probably would have been a couple grand up. But it is what it is, guys. You can't go ahead and do it. And I had a feeling. I was like, dude, this feeling that I'm getting right now is the same feeling that I had with Pepe 2. Literally the same freaking feeling. I remember buying it at like 10 million market cap or like 5 million market cap. No, I'm lying, guys. I'm lying. I think I bought it in like 6 or 8 million market cap, and then I saw Pepe 2 pump all the way up to like 20 million market cap the next day when I woke up. I'm like, I wake up, first thing I look at my phone, I check, and I'm like, damn, bro, 20 million market cap? Next thing you know, it freaking dumps, bro. It freaking dumps. The next day, I check and it says 8 million. And I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, I literally bought the freaking top. Like, I bought the freaking top, dude. And I put my wallet away. I was like, you know what, man? Like, I threw in too much money I was willing to lose. And I was like, and I was panicking, bro. Because, like, it would have been okay if I lost that money. It was like 3 grand that I put in on Pepe 2. It wasn't going to hurt me. But, like, throwing 3 grand on a freaking meme token, bro, like for me personally, during a bear market, it's not the smartest thing to do, man. That's like literally a recipe for disaster, to go ahead and like put 3K into a project and watch it just go to zero. You know what I mean? So like I was shooting, like I was pooping myself pretty much during that time. And then next thing you know, like 2 days later, it went from 6 million on Pepe 2 and it went as high as 50 million market cap was a top. So I don't think this is Pepe kind of like volatility, because usually right here, I mean, we're going to find out. If tomorrow, you know, Safereum is at like 10 million plus market cap, trust me, guys, every freaking influencer is going to be talking about this. Every freaking influencer is going to be talking about, oh, Safereum this, Safereum that. And when that happens, guys, is the time you want to sell. Like, not financial advice, right? Not financial advice. But one thing that I've noticed is that when these big influencers, YouTubers and all that, like my channel's not that big, guys. So like to me, it's like, I'm like a normal person like you. You know what I mean? It's like, I really have no influence in this market, realistically. I really have no influence. Like, I don't move a market, man. I don't. I know I don't. So, like, I don't worry about any of it. So, but, like, that's what you don't have to worry about when John talks about it. Because when John talks about it, it's not too much of a worry. Because I'm not moving a freaking market, bro. Like, at the most, for those that are watching right now, there's only, like, about 6 of you live at the moment. Obviously, pre-recorded, there'll be a few more. But realistically, only probably, like, 2 of you that watch my videos will probably buy Safereum. And some of you will probably be like, thanks, bro. And then some of you are going to be like, dude, I wish I would have bought in. I didn't buy in. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't really move the market, so I really don't care. But when it comes to the bigger crypto influencers, like the YouTuber influencers or like the Twitter influencers, and they're talking about, like, if you hear them talking about like Safereum to the moon or some shit like that, that's when you want to not be in the position anymore, because it's typically the time that they're selling already. Like, when a big YouTuber calls these out, like these projects, is usually the time that they're selling to the community as like exit liquidity. And this is something you have to be very, very cautious and careful when it comes to the space, is because a lot of them, like when you see these calls on Twitter or stuff like that, is because they're selling to their community. You know what I mean? You can't say I'm selling to my community, because I don't have that many people to sell to. I mean, there's only a few of you guys watching right now, which I appreciate you. But let's be honest. I'm not moving no freaking market. I'm not moving any market. So, like, right now we're watching it live. We're also watching a dump. And this is a good learning lesson right now, because this teaches us right here the volatility of the market. We literally were at like 6.45 million market cap. It looks like people are like panicking, taking profits. I don't know, it might be another dip and then it's going to pump again, or it might just go ahead and dump all the way down below 5 million market cap. But we're seeing a lot of profit takers right now, and this is good because you're getting to witness this thing live, like how the volatility goes and how the psychology of trading really goes down, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Like I said, if you want to jump in, which I don't suggest you right now because it's green, it's pumping, guys. I don't suggest you jumping in right now. Like you should have jumped in around this area right here when I told you. I was like, hey guys, not financial advice, but it's gonna look like it's gonna pump. Maybe this might be your last time jumping in, and that's exactly what happened. It doesn't mean it can't dump. Usually what happens is that this is gonna probably dump all the way down to right here if this is the new support, or maybe it might dump back over here at 6.99. So just watch this carefully. If you are looking for an entry and you missed out, I wouldn't jump in right now. I wouldn't tell you to jump in. That's like the smartest way to freaking lose money instantly, because you're gonna go ahead and get taken advantage of the market makers, but you also get in with the risk that this thing might not come down. So if you really like urgent and you're like, bro, I want to jump in right now, I would just suggest you throw in a couple bucks. Like if you're going in, let's say for example, you want to throw in $500, right? You only throw in half of that or a quarter of that right now, but this is going to dump. Usually when you see wicks like this, it's a sign of a dump coming. That means people are profit taking, they're selling, they want to go. It needs to take a breather, guys. It can't just pump forever. Like the more we see a pump and then we see a retrace back, it's a good healthy thing in the market, and that's what we want to see. We want to go ahead and see it take a breather, because that means that more wells and more people are going to go ahead and be able to jump in. So like right here, typically if it doesn't dump even more, what they're going to go ahead and try to do, they're going to go ahead and try to do two things, right? They're going to go ahead and create FOMO right now and try to push this even higher for more people to buy, for the price action to go up higher and bring in this kind of volatility, which we can. Or what's going to happen is that they're going to go ahead and have people buying right now, and then they're going to go ahead and start dumping their tokens. And the people that bought in at the top, they're either going to get wrecked or they're going to panic and they're going to sell. And as soon as you sell, like because you bought in right here, the whales are going to go ahead and buy in right here again at a cheaper price, and then they're going to buy and they're going to go ahead and pump and dump it back and forth. And that's what these whales have, you know. It's the influence of money, because they have the money to move the markets, which I don't know if you could really call it a decentralized market if, you know, the people with money could move the market, but you just kind of have to deal with it. I don't think there's a solution to that. I guess the solution would be just not trading meme tokens, to be honest. It's not something I'm too excited about when it comes to meme tokens, because usually they promise a lot. They promise you the whole freaking world and never deliver. And we're seeing the selling pressure right now. All right, guys, so we're seeing this thing dump right now live as well. So we're going to go ahead and watch this a little bit, a couple more minutes. Maybe we could go ahead and capture it dumping, and I could go ahead and tell you if the areas that we were looking at and talking about, are those going to be the new areas of support, or are they not? And also this helps me understand the market. Like, should I go ahead and take my profits because this is not going to look good? It doesn't look like it's going to dump. So during this kind of volatility for me personally, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not 100% convinced yet. Someone said full breakout ascending triangle happening. Price discovery incoming. Let's go. Pump it up. I mean, Telegram's going crazy. So, but I mean, who are you really going to trust someone on Telegram? So I think help slippage to buy. See, people are panicking right now, bro. Like, this is what you don't want to be doing, guys. Like, people are panicking on the chat, asking for help, talking about, I can't buy in. I can't buy in. I need to buy now. And they're going to get wrecked. Look, we're watching this thing dump right in front of our eyes. And I'm not laughing at the people, man. I'm like laughing because it's like common market behavior, right? We see this thing happen over and over again. Even if we go ahead and measure this and it does dump, which this is a signal that it's gonna dump. It has to dump, guys. It has to freaking dump. If it pumps even higher, the harder we fall. So ideally, I would like to go ahead and see this chart dump a little bit, go ahead and retrace, get more whales buying in at a price, and then pushing it up. It's kind of like a staircase effect, and that's kind of what we want to see in order to go ahead and determine that this is a healthy chart. It doesn't mean we can't have another leg up, because it looks like right now the bulls and the bears are fighting. You know, people are selling And there's a lot of buying pressure. Like, people are like, nah, dude, look, I'm telling you this right now. People are like, nah, dude, this thing's going to go up to the freaking moon. We want to send this to Mars. So it looks like people are fighting right now, debating whether it should go up or down. And this is what the indicators of these candlesticks are, guys. For all those that don't understand trading, it's very simple, but it's really not. Just look at these pattern sticks. The red and green are just really determining the psychology of the market, of how people are feeling, right? The more green you see is the more people feel bullish about the project, meaning people are more believe the project's going to go up at a higher price. And that's kind of the exchange of value that we work on, right? It's like, do people rather pay the price at this price, or would you rather go ahead and pay the price at this price? And that's kind of like what people are doing right now. People are fighting, saying, you know what, I think the price should be this, and they're pushing it up higher, which is causing a lot of buying pressure and pushing it up to the upside. So we might not even see a dip, but I do think that a dip might be around these two areas right here, guys. So I wouldn't buy it right now. Just letting you guys know, not financial advice, but I don't think it's the smartest thing to buy right now. But I don't want to be the one responsible. We're like, hey, John, like, you told me not to buy in a freaking 20x from here. And that's what I'm going to say. If you really want to FOMO in right now, which I really wouldn't suggest, you're going to probably pay a lot in fees, and like, you're going to get slammed on the back end. But if you really want to jump in right now, and you want to jump in with $200, let's say, for example, just buy in with $100. And then later on, when you see this thing dump, because it will dump, it's just a matter of when will it dump. I don't know what it's going to dump. Maybe this thing pumps and deletes at 0 before it dumps all the way down over here. I don't know. But once you see a dump and you find like something like this, where you kind of see some sort of support and resistance like this is healthy, because this was easier to analyze that it was going to go up, right? It was kind of easier to go ahead and analyze and jump in right here. This was a good entry right here. This was a good entry right here. And then this was a good entry right here. And obviously, until we go ahead and see the selling pressure to come back down, depending on where we go ahead and land, then you're going to go ahead and say, okay, this might be a good area to buy. But if you see these giant squares that I have, these are technically the areas that would be good to buy. I don't think it would go down over here to 4.9. It could. I don't think so, but if it does dump below 4.9, it's not going to look good. It's going to be bearish, guys, and it's going to mean that people are selling off and no longer really truly believe that the price should be at that, right? But it doesn't mean it can't happen. Even if we go ahead and analyze this thing right here, let's go ahead and see from this top to this bottom, it dumped 50%. It dumped 50% from its all-time high, and then it went back up. And look how much it pumped ever since. So you see that it pumped all the way from over here, which is about a 6x from its all-time high. And then from 600%, it dumped over 50%, which is very, very common. They usually tend to dump 50%. And then after it dumped 50%, we could go ahead and measure it back from this bottom right here. It pumped all the way up to, it says right here from this measure up right here, it just says a 1x, which is not too much actually. So maybe we do have more room to go ahead and run it up. But like I said, usually it's what we're going to go ahead and see is we're going to go ahead and see another 50% drop. So it looks like we got a 50% drop at around a 200%. So that means that right now, based on what we're looking at, we could go ahead and say safely to assume that every 200% pump, we might go ahead and see a decrease of 50%. So if we actually go ahead and measure this from like what I told you, from this bottom to this top, and we could actually go ahead and do it either right here. This is where the tricky part comes in. From right here, that's 80%. So if you really want to go ahead and see a 2%, I think we're going to be breaking almost a 0, dude. And that's going to be wild. I think the markets are going to go crazy if we do go ahead and see a break a 0. But see, the thing is, we found this area of support. So we can say safely that this might be the new area of support. Let's say this is the bottom right here, right? And we measure that from this bottom, it did about a 6x or a 200x. Let's see. Or 200%, sorry, not okay, 200%. So let's go ahead and say safely that this is the bottom, right? We could go ahead and say safely maybe. Oh, snapples. This is going to be massive, dude. If we're going off that 50% retracement, right? That means that we'll have to pump all the way over here before we see a dump another 50%. So like, let's just go ahead and say, this is just guesstimate, guys. I don't know if this is going to happen, but we're analyzing based on like what we saw. Like as soon as we went ahead and we broke from this area, we did a 200%, which is 2x, right? So let's go ahead and measure it down with a 50% decrease, right? If it does dump all the way, pump all the way up to 200%. So then we would say ideally that if it does pump in the next coming days or next coming hours all the way up to 200%, it's probably going to pump all the way over here, and then it's going to dump 50%. That's usually what always happens with these tokens, right? They always dump 50%, and then as soon as they dump 50%, the question is the project still hype or is it completely dead? And if it's still hype and people are still talking about it, it's going to go ahead and push up again, another leg all the way up, and then it's going to go ahead and dump another 50%, and it's going to go ahead and pump, and then it's going to go ahead and dump another 50%. And as you can see, it's still going up. It's still at an uptrend, right? But it looks scary when I tell you like 50%. Like imagine putting in like 10 G's and it dumps 50% and you're like, oh snap, like I'm down 5 grand, you know? So it is quite scary, you know what I mean? This is kind of the thing, like if you can't stomach this volatility, which I'm sure a lot of you can, because you're in crypto, like if you can't stomach volatility in crypto, man, you're in the wrong space. You're in the wrong space if you can't stomach volatility, right? So I'm assuming you all know how to stomach volatility. I'm assuming. I'm just going to go ahead and take it as an assumption that you guys do, because, you know, crypto's freaking volatile, bro. This thing could literally dump 80%. We won't even know it. We literally just saw it pump live about 80%. So you see the possibility of this, but you also have to remember the risk, right? Because I don't want to go ahead and make it sound all like nice, sunshine and rainbows, and say that it's freaking amazing, they're gonna make a lot of money. You don't, man. Like if I capture this play right here, which is gonna be a really, really good play, the last time I caught a play like this was Pepe 2. And I got effed up by my own emotions. And this time I learned my lesson, right? I ended up buying in something similar, like right here. Let's say, for example, it pumped all the way to like 50 million market cap. And I didn't take profits, right? I ended up taking profits. On one of them, I didn't take profits. I'm still holding on. And one account I was up 15 grand. On my other account was up another 15 grand. So I was up like a total of 30 grand for the day, right? And for some reason, I thought 30 grand wasn't enough for that day, man. I was like, you know what? I want to go ahead and hit 100 grand by tomorrow. And that was my first mistake, guys. Greed. And I'm sure a lot of you could go ahead and relate. I'm sure a lot of you were like, bro, like, I know what you mean. Like, I've talked to a lot of you, and you guys even told me about one of your friends that like literally put in $1,000 back in the bull run, made $1 million, and he's like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and take profits at 3 million. 3 million never came, buddy. He lost the money, dude. So he ended up taking profits eventually at 200,000. But I'm sure the guy probably never saw $1 million in his life. I mean, I've never seen $1 million even in my bank account, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen, you know, I've seen a decent amount of money, but not $1 million like flat. I haven't seen $1 million flat. And I'm sure it would be, you know, life changing for $1 million. Like $1 million is not gonna retire you, right? Let's be honest. For most countries, they're not going to retire you unless you live in a country that's not really, you know, too developed. You know, $1 million could be a gazillion dollars out there, right? But for most people, $1 million with inflation and all that, dude, I mean, most houses are almost valued at like 600,000 plus $1 million, depending on the area they're living in, right? So we're safe to go ahead and say that, like, even cars today, like, we're seeing an MSRP of around 30 to 40 grand, and we're talking about freaking Hondas, man. Like, imagine paying 60 grand for a freaking Honda, man. Like, it's ridiculous, right? And that's called inflation. That's kind of the problem with inflation. Like, I don't think $1 million would really be life-changing for most people. It might take you out of your situation that you're in. But I think in reality, with the inflation that we're dealing with now and the goals, obviously people's goals might be different in mine. I think in order to really go ahead and live a good life, it has to be at least a 20 million plus. I don't know. I might be tripping. But that's what I think. I think 20 million plus has to be like a good area to go ahead and retire on. I don't know. But like I mentioned, it looks like we're about to eat a zero life right now too. But yeah, guys, like I said, just go ahead and watch this very, very carefully if you're looking for an entry. Don't FOMO in. This video wasn't really to create any FOMO. This video was just to go ahead and show the life of Safereum pumping, man. Like, this shit gets me excited because this means meme coin season is back. And this is literally the moment I've been waiting my whole entire life, man. I must live a boring life if I literally have been counting the days of meme coin season to start. And I'm sure a lot of you could relate with me. And you guys are like, hey, John, you're not the only crazy one, man. I've been waiting patiently for some sort of meme coin season to start, right? And, you know, another one that's also having massive news has actually been called Wall Street memes. And I'm asked a lot of you, hey, guys, are you guys going to buy? A lot of you like, nah, I don't buy it. I don't want to buy it. It looks like we're having some pump action in Pepe as well. Interesting. Let's see what's going on. I was actually quite bearish on Pepe. Actually, this looks actually quite bullish on Pepe right now. I know I changed the subject, but this looks like this is a cup and handle pattern. It's a pretty good, strong pattern. And if it does go ahead and break this area of resistance, this thing's gonna moon, guys. So I'm probably going to be looking at Pepe as well. I don't hold any, but if I do go ahead and trade it, I am going to go ahead and trade it on my preferred platform, which is MEXC. We are currently giving all the way up to $20,000 in sign-up bonuses. You can actually go ahead and do all the way up to 200x on a lot of these meme tokens. So if I do enter a trade on Pepe, I'll go ahead and keep all of you updated. But it looks like it might be a time to go long, guys. I don't know. I've been actually quite bearish on Pepe. I did say that my price area was around 3,940, which was about another 50% drop. But with the changes of the market, it looks like this thing might just go ahead and rip through, right? So we're going to go ahead and analyze this very closely, because if I do see a break below 611.7, I'm going to open a short, and I'm going to go ahead and like short this thing all the way down right here, which is about a 50%, right? Imagine shorting 50% with like 200x leverage, which I don't trade with, by the way. I trade with like probably max like 20x. It's a little risky, but I think 7x is like the best. 11x is really good, but anything above 20x, I feel like it's really risky. You'll get liquidated quickly. But imagine just capturing this trade down and then capturing the trade all the way up. And this is the beauty about trading. When you're trading and you're not marrying any of these token guys, trust. I used to do the same thing. I used to marry these tokens, and I'll be like, yeah, it's pumping to the moon. And then I've noticed how much money I really lose. You know, like, imagine you're really depending your life on a freaking developer coming through. Like right now, for example, I'm like crossing my fingers this freaking developer doesn't rug pull. Like, do you really want to be stressing out about that? Like I haven't been stressing out about like this kind of like action in a while. It looks like we're about to break zero, or did we break a zero? We're about to enter 7 million market cap right now. It's been a while since I've worried about, you know, a developer rugging on me. And honestly, I don't like dealing with it. I don't like dealing with that kind of stress. But if that's something you enjoy, then go for it. But for me personally, I don't like, even though I'm deep in profits right now, this could all change, guys. This could all change. Even though I'm deep in profits, like I'm deep in profits, I don't even want to check my wallet right now. Like I got in at $700,000 market cap. It's at 7 million. Just go ahead and do the math. You know, I'm up a lot. Not life-changing money, but I'm up a decent amount, right? But it's not always the case, guys. We don't get plays like this all the time. The last time I got a play like this was back in July. And I told you, I ended up getting greedy. I made about 30 grand on Pepe 2. I got greedy. I thought I wanted to make 100K that day. I was like, dude, I want to aim for 100K. And guess what? I never got to touch the 30K. The 30K disappeared. Just like the Wolf of Wall Street thing that says like it's fugazi, bro. It's fugazi. You know, the money doesn't exist, man. The money doesn't exist until it has an actual value, whether it's a car, a house, whatever physical item that you believe its value. That's when it's like it actually exists. But as long as you see it as a numbers and a digit, it doesn't exist. And I had about 30 grand that I lost literally the next day after, because I got too greedy. And I told myself, I was like, damn, dude, okay, I learned my mistake. It's not my first time, which is the worst part, but it was my reminder again. I'm like, okay, so yeah. So we know what we're doing back in the market. Okay, we remember that. Let me go ahead and see what I did right and what I did wrong, right? So like right now, my risk that I'm doing right here with this, like I had a feeling it was like a Pepe 2 like thing. Like I remember everything with Pepe 2, and I went back, and this is what a lot of you guys could go ahead and do, right? A lot of the tokens that you guys jumped into that made you a lot of money, or you became very successful because of that one trade off of a meme token, or any token, whether it's Bitcoin or like a pattern, think back to that day and then be like, okay, so like what was going on during that time? And then once you realize what was going on during that time, another time that you get an opportunity for that token, it's like, yeah, I lost 30 grand, but it's okay because I learned something, right? And the lesson that I learned is being able to jump in not only early into a project, like take that risk, and be more aware of what's going on in my surroundings. So I was aware of this, and one of you guys actually told me about this project. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro, for telling me about this project. He told me about the pre-sale, and I was like, I usually don't do pre-sales, bro. I usually never do pre-sales because I've gotten rugged so many freaking times, like the last couple months, on every freaking meme token. I've lost so much freaking money, and I'm just like, you know what? I have a feeling. And I looked at their Telegram, their Twitter, and I was like, I have a feeling this thing's gonna pump. This is giving me the vibes of like a Pepe 2, you know? This is giving me the vibes of this token. And so far I've been right, you know what I mean? But I don't want to tell you that this is something that happens every day. Unless this is meme coin season, then yeah, you could be making 20, 30 G's every freaking day, dude. Like swing trading a lot of these tokens. But the problem is just taking your profits. Like don't be too greedy. Like I said, that one story with that guy that turned $1,000 into $1 million, didn't take profits, and he ended up taking profits at 200,000. It's like, imagine that. Imagine that. It's like, hopefully that guy didn't really wreck him emotionally, because I think one of the biggest things when it comes to these markets is getting wrecked emotionally. Like emotionally is one of the hardest things, like dealing with it. Like imagine like knowing you had the potential to go ahead and have like 20-30 million dollars, but because you got greedy, you didn't take the offer. And I'm sure a lot of you guys could go ahead and relate to that. Like I know 100%, bro. Like if you've been in this market, you've been through the same pain that I've been through, 100%. And if you haven't been through it, don't go through it. You might have to go ahead and go through it to learn, but like just take it from what I'm telling you. You don't want to be jumping in when it's pumping. You want to be jumping in right here, guys, when no one cares about it. I took in a small little risk of a couple bucks. I threw in $100 during the pre-sale. Then I think pumped up to $1 grand. It's probably up a couple grand right now. I don't know. And then I threw in another grand right here. And then look. So my risk to reward is lower. Like if this thing even tanks all the way down right here, I could still take profits or break even. If this thing even dumps like half of this and I want to sell, I'll be able to break even with my position plus profits. See, if this thing pumps even higher, let's say for example, if this thing pumps even higher, let's say it pumps all the way up, because it deleted to 0 right now live. I forgot to tell you that, guys. It deleted to 0 live. So like let's say it pumps up even higher to that 200% and it dumps right here and I want to sell, I'm still in profit. So like my risk is really, really low, right? You entering right now, I'm not saying that it's not going to pump, because I think, like I told you, I think it's going to hit 20 million market cap to 50 million market cap is very, very possible. But we don't know. This is all speculation, right? But based on what we're looking at right now, we saw it go from 5 million something. It's hovering around 6.97 million. It's probably going to break 8 million, $10 million in a couple hours. And then we're going to go ahead and go through the next level, which is $20 million. And then, like I mentioned, every time it goes up a high percentage, whether it's 200, 700%, then it dumps another additional 50%. So just be aware of that. Like as long as you remember, like, oh, John, I remember John told me that usually, you know, it pumps as much, it dumps 50%. That might be the entry. And then you just kind of scale up, right? So at 6 million market cap, it's a good entry, because with Pepe 2 I got in at like 8 million, and I remember the next day pumping all the way up to like 13 million and then 20 million, and then from 20 million it dumped to 8 million, bro. I was like, frick, man, oh my god, I brought the freaking top, man. That was not the smartest thing I did. And then I didn't look at the chart for like a freaking day, bro. I'm just like, I'm not gonna look at this, I'm just gonna deal with it, take the L. It is what it is. And then the next day it pumped from 8 million all the way up to like 50 something million dollars. So I think this thing might break 10 million plus. So I think 6 million plus right now, not financial advice. I think it's a pretty good entry based on what we're seeing. But like I said, the factors really come in with the hype. Like, is the community hyped enough to push this to $10 million plus? Like I might think that $20 million is possible, or 20 million market cap is possible. But in reality, the top might just be right now. I don't know. And that's the hardest thing, right? But typically what we've seen with a lot of projects is that they start to see their success at around 6 million plus. And with all the marketing that we're talking about, it being the weekend, usually people don't buy crypto during the weekend for whatever reason. During the week, I think this thing's going to pump like crazy. And I think a lot of more people are going to be aping into it. You're going to have the bigger influencers talking about it. And by the time the bigger influencers are talking about it, that's the time you want to be selling. So like if you follow any influencer that's a YouTuber, that's nothing like me, because I don't move the market, man. My channel is very, very small. But if it's like a bigger channel that it's kind of known or kind of like, you know, in between, if they're talking about it, bro, that might be the time for us to sell. Or if it gets listed on like Bank or like MEXC or stuff like that, dude, I've noticed typically when they get listed on those exchanges and they enable futures trading, they dump 90%, man. 90% they always dump. And I told you this all the time. Like, for example, I'm gonna show you a chart right now, right? And then we're gonna go ahead and talk about Bitcoin and all that, because I don't know what we're even talking. Oh yeah, I'm showing you guys like what not to do. So don't buy at the green, guys. Like, just wait for it to dump if it ever dumps. It might not dump, but I would just say, telling you as a friend, it's not worth buying at the top, guys. It's not worth FOMOing in right now and buying. It's just not worth it. I think a good support was around 6, but right now it broke a 0, and right now we're just waiting to see how much it dumps, and it might dump probably live 50 to 30%. If it does, that's going to be a good sign. That's going to tell you that, you know, what I'm saying is it's predictable. It's not hard to understand. People overcomplicate themselves when it comes to a lot of these things. It's not difficult, right? Because this other project right here called Pepe 2 that I'm telling you, I jumped in right here, guys. I jumped in right here. Literally right here at the freaking top. It pumped and then it dumped, and I was like, dude. And look, even if we measure it from here, right here, I don't even think the measuring stick's going to tell us the percentage. Okay, so like even if you measure it from this top right here to this, you see it dumped 66%. 66%. So imagine I bought in, and as soon as I bought in, it dumped 66%. If I would have waited and I would have bought this dip right here before it took off, I would have been in more profits, and I would have been like freaking out about my position. But then you see it pump all the way up to a 7 to an 8x. And then as soon as it got listed on these exchanges, on these top tier exchanges, that's when it ended up dumping all the way down to 97%. So I actually ended up buying 2 times. So I ended up buying right here, and then I ended up buying right here. So I bought in those 2 times and it pumped. I ended up taking profits right here, and then I ended up adding another position with all my profits right here, buying the dip all the way down, and I got wrecked. And I was doing leverage trading. So from right here, I ended up doing that swing all the way up, and it was freaking insane, man. It was freaking insane. I right now remembering that, I remember the day of that feeling. And another thing with a lot of these tokens too, guys, is that usually when they dump this much, like 80%, let's say, or 90%, with a lot of these meme tokens, if the community is stronger, the narrative, typically what we see it happen, and I'm sure a lot of you understand and know what I'm talking about, usually do like this massive cup. It's kind of like a massive U, and it tries to pump again, and then it usually dumps again, finds its new support, and then it pumps all the way up. And this is probably, you know, when there's a beginning of a bull run, or, you know, the market sentiment has changed. This is something that usually happens with a lot of tokens. You know, like I mentioned, we could go to a lot of tokens and we could see this similar dump. I mean, let's go to X. Let's go to this token X, right? X.com, same thing. It was freaking trending and hot around right here, and then see the dump. That one's not that bad of a chart, to be honest. I think one that's going to be kind of bad would be this one right here. Look at this right here. It's just a matter of when it pumps back up. Another one that I got into, that I think this is a slow rug pull, guys. And this is what we need to identify for, right? Because I'm sure some of you know this, but for those that don't know this is going to be a pretty good quick lesson for you, for all those that are watching live, is that typically when you see a token like this dump, and then you see a pump like this, and then you see a dump like this, and then you see a pump and dump like that, this means this is a rug pull, guys. A slow rug pull. This means the team is slowly pumping it, dumping it, either for freaking fees, as you can see, buy and sell fees, to go ahead and trap more people into the scheme. Meaning, people, like I mentioned, people love buying during the green. So like when it's dumping, nobody's wanting to buy, everybody's wanting to sell. But as soon as you see this one massive big green candlestick, people like to buy. So then they end up wrecking the people all over again. And it happens over and over again. This is a slow rug. It's what I think. I could be wrong, but this is literally giving me signs of a slow rug pull. And this is usually what a slow rug pull is. And you don't want to be buying the dip on this thing right here, bro. You don't want to be buying the dip on something that's a scam. Like, this is a complete freaking scam. I could be wrong, but I really doubt it, guys. I mean, look, if it's fallen below its launch price, below the price that it went live on, it's dumped way below. And every time you see this, you see a massive pump, dump, pump, dump, and then you're going to see this pump again, and it's going to dump, and it's going to pump, and it's going to dump. It's a staircase effect, literally all the way down like this. And people are left like buying and holding the bag and buying the dip because they're believing that the dev is telling them like, oh yeah, buy the dip, bro, buy the dip. Hey, what's up, Tillery? How's it going, man? Welcome to the channel. I'm streaming a little bit later today, man. Just giving it a try. But yeah, this is what you want to avoid, guys. And this is the reason why, like, I tell you, looking at charts is very important, man. Like, I don't care what freaking the team at Safereum tells me that this thing's gonna freaking go to this. Like, dude, like, show me through action. Like, that's what I want to go ahead and see. Like, maybe if you show me through action, then I might believe you, right? But you want to go in with the benefit of a doubt with a lot of these tokens and just go in with like your arm extended, right? It's like, I trust you, but like I really don't trust you, bro. like I believe you, but I don't, right? It's like you only believe that person until they really show that they're trustworthy to begin with, right? And a lot of these tokens, we just don't know what their true intentions are. Maybe Safereum pulls a rug on us at 20 million. Maybe they get us with the greed where everybody's thinking we're gonna hit 20 million and disappear with 20 mil. I don't know, and neither do you, right? I doubt that's going to happen, but I don't know. I'm not part of the team, so I don't know what the other person's intentions are. I don't know. Maybe for them, they're like, oh man, you know, 7 million market cap. That's a nice payday for us. We're going to go ahead and run off with 7 mil. I mean, think about it. You make 7 mil in 2 days. That's not a bad payday, right? And in reality, even though they're KYC, dude, KYC doesn't mean squat. It doesn't mean squat, you know what I mean? Like, we've seen a lot of these projects that are fully KYC, you know, show their faces and everything, and they ended up rug pulling the community. Like, I think Saitama was one of them from what I heard. So like, you just don't know, right? We just really don't know. Like, and then there's another talk that like the founder of Kevin Hart, you know, from Hex, did another scam, supposedly, is what the FBI is saying, that they were using the funds from Hex token to go ahead and promote their lifestyles. Like, we really don't know, bro. We really don't know. So you have to go in with a lot with a grain of salt, take profits. I mean, right now we're seeing it, you know, dump. It dropped to 0, and we're seeing a dump right now. And now we're going to go ahead and find that area of support. Are we going to go ahead and find it, or are people going to be completely bearish and say, you know what, I'm done with this. Like, we're done. But like I mentioned, look, it's following what we said it's going to follow. I said it might go ahead and break it. It's going to go ahead and dump. Maybe the sentiment changes right here again. Oh, my freaking neck, dude. But ideally, I would like to go ahead and see this dump. Because if we see red, that's a good sign. That means people are taking profits. We need to go ahead and have it cool off. It's like, for example, if you're riding like a vehicle, right? You're riding a car, you need to go ahead and add gas to the tank in order for it to go ahead and run back up, right? And that's kind of the way you want to look at when it comes to a lot of these charts. When it's in red, it's like the refilling in gas, right? And now it's like, do we have enough gas to go ahead and push it to the upside? And that's what it's giving us right now. Maybe this is the new area of support. The 0.89 maybe doesn't fall below this, but we don't know until we really sit here and analyze it, which we're not going to do, man. I mean, we saw the capability of what it could do. Like I said, don't be surprised if we do go ahead and see a dump from this area. Probably 36%. I think it's really doable. I think 36% is freaking doable and still bullish, and even 48%. We can see a dump all the way down right here and it still be bullish. Or maybe we just see it not even dump, we just see it moon. I don't know. But just look for a dip. Like I said, we did break new all-time highs. We might break this new all-time high live right now again. So let's go ahead and see if we can. But let me go ahead and change my chart to trading view real quick. And we're going to go ahead and talk about Bitcoin, right? Because this is what's really going to go ahead and tell us where the market's going. And it's actually not Bitcoin. It's actually the DXY, which I told a lot of you. I'm not sure who's new to the channel, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume everybody's new to the channel. So go ahead and smash that like button for me, subscribe, comment down below another project you want me to go ahead and talk about. But we're going to go ahead and talk about a little bit about the DXY, right? And you're like, John, I don't know what the freaking the US dollar index is, right? For some of you, you might know. The DXY, just to go ahead and put it down, is pretty much the strength of a dollar of how it's doing. And so far right now, these last couple days, I've been actually really bearish with crypto, and I've actually changed my sentiment these last 9 days. I've been super freaking bullish in this market, and you know me, guys, I don't pump stuff. Like I'll tell you the truth. Like even my favorite tokens, like even if Safereum dumps like a crazy amount, and I'm looking at red flags, I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you, hey guys, like it's completely perfect. No, I'm gonna be like, hey bro, like you know what, it's not looking too good. I'm dipping out. I took profits. I'm out because of this and this and that, right? I don't care, man. I'm here to make money, and I hope you're here to make money too. We're not here to go ahead and fall in love with these projects, seeing kumbaya together and like hold hands and yeah, guys, it's going to the freaking moon. No, dude, we're not going in with that mentality. What is going on, Moon Joker? Pulse chain. We're gonna go ahead and talk about that right now. Welcome, Moon Joker. Long time no see, bro. It's been a while since I've seen you. Where you been? You probably won the lottery, huh? Because he did tell us that once he wins the lottery, he was going to disappear. But that's what I thought. I was like, damn, man, Moon Joker probably won the lottery already. That's probably what he's enjoying right now. But we talked about, yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about Pulse Chain right now. Let me talk about the DXY before I forget. With the DXY, we mentioned that we were currently oversold. Or, yeah, oversold, meaning, no, wait, sorry, overbought. So there's too much buying pressure. So, like, the same narrative of what I'm saying with like the car being filled with gas, it needs to go ahead and take a rest before going back up, and this is the same scenario. So we're going to go ahead and see if the DXY is going to climb back up. If it climbs back up, that means Bitcoin's going to go down, which is not a good sign. But if it does fall down to like 104 or down below, this is the area that I think is going to fall down to. If it does, then we will go ahead and expect a bullish freaking market, guys, and I'm freaking excited for that. And this is all through TA, guys. We're not like, you know, hoping this thing happens. We're like seeing what's really going to happen, because we're going based off what makes sense, and this is data makes sense. You know, they say people lie, but data doesn't, and this is what I go based off my knowledge. I don't care what the news media says, what the president says, what the minister says, whatever anybody says, bro. I don't care. I don't care what this YouTuber says. I don't care about any of that. The only thing that I'm looking at is the US index, which is the DXY, Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance, and then that's it. I don't care about the rest, and you shouldn't either. It's all noise in the background. It's just really to go ahead and scare you, manipulate you. That's really all what the news are all about. All the negative news, dude. Tell me one time you see the freaking news when it's all positive. Probably never. Haven't you ever thought about that? Haven't you ever thought about it? Like, dude, it's freaking crazy. It feels like there's always crime or something going on 24/7. It's like, yeah, it is, but like it's because that's all they focus on. Try focusing on the positive of what's going on in life, right? It won't be as interesting. People just love the drama and negativity. They're attracted to that for whatever reason. I'm not a psychologist, so I wouldn't know why people are attracted to negativity. But that's kind of the reason why I don't like talking about, you know, I really don't care about any of that. I'm focused on what the charts are telling us. I'm focusing on what Bitcoin is telling us. And that's the only thing I'm looking at. Like, look, this is all I got to look at for me to understand what's going to go on with the economy and the market. This is all I got to go ahead and look at when the bull run's going to start. So if you're crossing, hoping your fingers, oh, when is the bull run going to start? Dude, you're doing it the wrong way, because this indicator right here, what we look at every day in our channel. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you're brand new. We know when these dumps are going to happen. We know when these pumps are going to happen. We're not 100% accurate all the time, but we have a better understanding, because I was telling my community all the way over here, since over here, I was bearish on crypto. You could go back to my videos. I was super bearish on crypto, super bearish on meme coins. And as soon as right here, when we topped this right here and I saw some momentum going down, that's when I began to be bullish during crypto. And it just, what a coincidence, right? No, there's no coincidence. It's because I'm going based off what data tells me, not based off what freaking this big YouTuber told me about, or what this Twitter influencer told me that the moon is falling and we got to believe it. No, dude, you don't got to believe everything on the internet, right? Including myself. Take everything with a grain of salt and do your own research. And I do encourage all of you to do your own research when it comes to a lot of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what Moon Joker is saying. He says, look at Pulse Chain. I've heard of Pulse Chain. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I don't know what it is. I don't know what Pulse Chain is. I've heard about it. Isn't this the project that, what's this guy's name? Kevin Hart? Or what's his name? It's not Kevin Hart, is it? I think it is Kevin Hart, no? I think it might be. I can't remember. But isn't this the guy that created this? I mean, damn, man, this is wild. They literally got they delisted all of his tokens. If I'm not mistaken, I think they delisted all their tokens, no? More news updates. Ethereum fork with delegated proof of stake validators. Shorter 3 seconds blocks. No mining, no inflation. Fee burning blockchain. So when did this thing come out? It just came out? No way. I don't know, man. I don't know what it does, to be honest. I don't know what it does. And like, for me, I just wouldn't buy it. I don't know what it does, and I just wouldn't buy it. And I think this is the one that, with Kevin Hart, right? If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, dude. But it looks like this project has been out. I mean, they've been pushing this since back in 2022. Yeah, Richard Hart. There you go. I was saying Kevin Hart, man. It's Richard Hart. Is this guy even back? Isn't this guy like... What happened to Richard Hart, bro? I thought this guy was arrested. Let's go ahead and read about this guy. I mean, look at CoinDesk. They got a good picture of him right here twerking, bro. Twerking on Gucci, man. Like, this guy was wild, bro. This is an entertaining guy, just like BitBoy. You know what I mean? Like a very entertaining guy. I don't think it's a good comparison because Richard Hart was a pretty smart dude, bro. Like, I would listen to his freaking to his live streams or like or the podcast that he would do, and I'm like, dude, this guy's freaking like, he's a freaking genius, man. I guess not so much of a genius that he ended up flexing his whole entire life and the feds ended up, you know, seeing what he was doing. But like, even if you read here, right here, U.S. Securities filed a series of civil charges against Richard Hart, born Richard Schufer, I believe, the founder and relentless promoter of the related Hex Pulse Chain and Pulse X projects, associated tokens which have already been disbounded by a continued dump. After disappointing launch of Pulse Chain dropped another 50% or more on news. The charges come after nearly 5 years of warning from crypto watchers that these projects were scams. And the SEC agrees, including fraud, whatever, it doesn't matter, dude. The SEC is full of it too. But the SEC claims that Richard Hart and his project are simply frauds. While we haven't yet seen any criminal charges from the U.S. Department of Justice, those might come later. They did in the case of Terra founder ALTCOIN, because Richard Hart has clearly been up to no good. Flush your money and it all went down. So apparently they're saying, I don't believe any of this, bro, and this is the reason why I don't like keep up with news, because at the end of the day, like, news are always going to go ahead and make someone look bad or make someone look super good. And for that reason, I just don't believe any of this, bro. Like who knows? Like it says right here, they claim that he hasn't been charged yet. So like, how can you go ahead and like say all this, and like me, for example, right? I can't call him a scam if he hasn't been charged. But like, based on what they're saying, like right here, I'm not gonna go ahead and take that, right? But I'm just saying, like, I just don't like the chart and like what's going on. Like, to me, it's like kind of a high risk. Unless I see like a signal that I should go ahead and buy, then yeah, I'm down to throw some money in this. But in the meantime, for me personally, I don't want to throw money. Let me go ahead and get rid of Crypto Wendio, dude. What's she doing on my screen, man? I didn't ask for a collab. The SEC alleges that Hart and Associated moved funds from the Flush address to a centralized exchange through a series of obscuring transactions. Hart then allegedly sent that money back to the Hex contract address disguised as money from new investors. This means that the actual investment of the Hex project was far lower than it appeared. The SEC claims they were recycling 94 to 97 of the supposed investments sent to the contract address. So instead of the equivalent of 678 million worth of ETH, the Hex presale actually attracted roughly 34 million worth of real investors' funds. As the SEC observes, this fund recycling helped Hart lie about the success of the sale, attracting more victims, and it also let him in control of an overwhelming majority of Hex tokens. So many note that I'm talking about the Hex offering as a pre-sale. Another of Hart's manipulative tactics wants to describe it as a sacrifice, somehow tied to a freedom of speech. He specifically pitched the distinction that without a difference to the victims, ways to avoid SEC scrutiny. But as the SEC says in charges, it was simply a misdirection from the fact that the sale likely violated securities laws. Don't fake the stake. See, I don't know, dude, honestly. Number going out, business model. Like, I don't even have to read more about this, man. And honestly, I really don't want to read about it. Like I said, like, these news are always going to be something negative, bro. Like, always something freaking negative. Look, what'd I tell you? Freaking Bankman-Fried, dude. It's like, honestly, I don't know. I just don't really care about Bankman-Fried, bro. Like, yeah, he scammed everybody. It is what it is. Let's just go ahead and move on with our lives. Luckily, I didn't have any money on FTX, but, like, dude, like, I don't know how this is going to be a pro for crypto, right? Maybe they're just going to get stricter on regulations. I mean, really, what the way FTX failed, man, and a lot of these other exchanges failed, is they were doing one thing. They're doing one thing. And that one thing they were doing is the thing that all banks do. They go ahead and create this Ponzi of a freaking currency that doesn't really have any value. They make you believe it has value, and then they go ahead and lend that money, get interest from lending that money, and then that money, they go ahead and lend it to somebody else. So in reality, the banks are doing the same shit these exchanges did. So these exchanges just learned from what banks do and said, you know what, if banks are doing it, maybe I could go ahead and do the same thing. And because, you know, crypto is a volatile asset, and you have these market cycles that when it dumps, you know, 50-80%, and investors are no longer interested because it's a very volatile market, obviously the market collapse. And it's the same thing with banks having bank runs. Like, if everybody starts to pull out their money from bank account, the bank's gonna crash, bro. It's like something that's like, it's not like rocket science, bro. It's like what he did is freaking what banks would go ahead and do. Like how long does it really take to go ahead and you know, get this guy to pay up or whatever the case is? Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just think that like dude, all they did was the same thing that banks do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying that that's literally how simple the scheme works. They were doing what banks do. And that's why the scheme failed. So, like, what is there to really investigate into all of this when you just put 1 and 1 together and it equals 2? So, like, I guess it's just the legal system that takes freaking years. I mean, we might hear this case drag for years, bro. Maybe 2 years, maybe 4 years until they, you know, decide what to do. But like I said, mostly we see negative news when it comes to a lot of this. Like, that's why I don't watch any of this. And I suggest a lot of you, you know, to keep your information to a lot of these news very, very minimal. And you don't even have to really even see any of this stuff to understand what the markets are doing. Just stick to TA, man. Just stick to Bitcoin, stick to Bitcoin dominance, stick to the DXY, and you'll be able to predict what a lot of these projects are going to do. You know, a lot of these projects are very, very predictable with the same patterns that a lot of them do over and over and over again. And it's just a matter of just adjusting to that. But like I said, for me personally, Pulse Chain, I just wouldn't buy. Like I said, unless I see there's a reason to be bullish about, then yeah, I would buy it. But I mean, it's down 84% from when it's launched, which is normal, right? But like, he had very successful projects. Another thing right now, he's dealing with the whole entire thing with the SEC, which is something I definitely do not want to be buying into, right? And in 3, we see that it has been delisted from a lot of exchanges. So like, for me personally, for those reasons that I just told you, I just wouldn't buy. It doesn't mean it won't go up, but for me personally, I just wouldn't buy. That's just me. And we're seeing this thing, Safereum, dump as well right now at the time being. So I don't know. You guys might be able to find an entry. I don't know. Just keep your eyes on this. Really definitely looking forward for later on today or tomorrow. I will be going live. I will be going live on Twitter as well. Twitter Spaces with the team on MLC, which is a Mellow team. So check them out as well. Give me a follow at ALTCOIN John. Feel free to message me, send me a message, whatever the case is. Give me some alpha. You know, hit me up. Let me know how your day's going. Whatever the case is, man. Feel free to reach out to me, bro. For reals. Like I said, my goal is here to go ahead and build a really tight community. That's really what my goal is here to do. And you know, most importantly, this is the way we help each other. You know, I learned about Safereum because of one of you. You know, you guys were in my stream, we communicated, we've been talking, and you guys told me about this project when it went on pre-sale. And this is one thing that I always push, guys. Like, I can't find the alpha all by myself. You know what I mean? There's so much I could go ahead and do, right? It's like right now I'm streaming. There's probably some alpha tokens going live right now that because I'm streaming this, I don't know what's going on. I'm sure there's another 10x going on behind the scenes, but because I'm live streaming, I might miss it. And this is kind of the reason why I'm talking about when it comes to my channel. It's all about community, right? Helping each other out. Because if I find out about a project through you, and let's say one of you guys either missed it and I talked about it during stream, now you have an opportunity to jump in before, you know, it really takes off. So I think that's it's kind of like a good thing to go ahead and watch out for projects, support each other, help each other out, like the projects that I just told you. I told a few of you on Safereum on pre-sale when it was going pre-sale. I did that on my live stream, so congratulations to all those that jumped in. Same thing right now with the other token, Vegas Enu. I mean, their pre-sale is about to end. They need to raise 300 BNB. Right now they're at 263. So I don't know if this is going to go up. Like I said, I'm only buying this token to support this YouTuber. I don't know him, not associated, not affiliated with him, you know, but just showing some love. You know, maybe the token might do something, I don't know, maybe it won't, but it's okay because I only threw in a small amount that I was willing to lose. And this is kind of like what I'm telling you, know, it's all about giving us each other alpha. And the way I found out about this token was because of Tillery. So shout out to Tillery. You know what I mean? So like, so if we buy and this thing pumps, then we all made money thanks to Tillery. You know what I mean? So like, this is the way we're able to help each other out, guys. It's better to have a group of a team of people helping each other out instead of just having one person doing everything, right? So companies don't succeed with just one person. You know, it's not just the founder or the CEO. It's like the founder, the CEO, the HR, accounting department, legal department. That's the way a team's successful. Sales, you know. So it's yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, man. I'm honestly pretty tired. 2 hours into the freaking stream, man. That's wild, man. I'm sometimes impressed for how long I could go ahead and sit here and talk charts. Honestly, like I'm impressed myself. But you know what? I forgot that I was going to talk about Bitcoin. So let me go ahead and talk about Bitcoin, man. Because I'm going to go ahead and end the stream with Bitcoin because I got to look at Bitcoin too myself. I haven't looked at the charts all day, surprisingly. So we're going to go ahead and see what's going on with the market on Bitcoin. See if there's anything going on interesting that we should be bullish about. Terry Gels, welcome, welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you ever before, so if you are brand new, smash that subscribe button. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin, right, before I forget, because I haven't looked at the charts, and this is the way we analyze the market together, right? The way that we go ahead and understand what's going on is it's understanding the DXY, which is the dollar index, which is the strength of the index. If you're like, hey John, I'm not from the US, I don't care. Unfortunately, the U.S. markets influence the overall market, which is I hate it. I hate it too that we have to rely on one country moving literally everything. But that's what the reality of things are, and hopefully one day, Bitcoin never depends on the U.S. markets again, and it does its own thing. But the DXY moves the crypto market. And then we have to go ahead and analyze the Bitcoin dominance, which is the strength of Bitcoin and how people are feeling about Bitcoin, right? That gives us an indicator of when altcoin season's starting, meme coin season. So that's another good indicator to watch, right? And the third one, it's Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the mover of the market. If Bitcoin pumps to new all-time highs, guess what? Everything's going to friggin' pump because everybody's going to be bullish. Everybody's going to be cheering on for Bitcoin. And remember, the higher Bitcoin goes and then it falls, all that money that was flushed into Bitcoin is going to get flushed into altcoins and meme coins. And that's when we have meme coin and altcoin season. So you have to understand these seasons, guys, or else you're going to keep on losing money. I was one of those. I used to lose money all the time, and I still do till this day because I'm getting better at what I do, right? Like the only way to become better is by doing what I'm doing right now, you know, going live, reminding myself, looking at these charts, analyzing them, and then working on how to become better by analyzing what I did wrong and what I did right, right? And right now we're looking at Bitcoin, and I didn't mention how quite bearish I was on Bitcoin around this area right here. And I was expecting Bitcoin to dump, but I was staying neutral because you have to stay neutral when it comes to the market, right? I've noticed as this thing was trending up. So that was a really good sign for me on Bitcoin, right? And I told you that we were looking for the market to go ahead and push up even higher. So right now we are holding up pretty nicely. Doesn't mean Bitcoin can dump to 27,500 and then pump back up, but we are seeing this kind of staircase effect. And I do believe that Bitcoin will be approaching $29,000 to $30,000 very, very soon. I think maybe in the next coming days, maybe in a week, by the end of the next coming up week, we should see Bitcoin do new all-time highs, or maybe by tomorrow. I don't know, but so far right now, Bitcoin has been doing good on the daily. Like I mentioned, we could go ahead and see a pump to $29,000, and I think it's going to pump the freaking market, guys. People are going to get freaking excited. People are going to be, wanting to go ahead and jump into crypto, and this is good for us, right? Why? Because the more people that are bullish in the market, the more volatility is going to be coming in, and the more volatility, people are going to go ahead and push the markets higher. So Darian says, where can I pool my Safereum? I mean, that's a great question, man. Honestly, I don't know. I'm assuming probably Uniswap directly. You might have to go ahead and provide liquidity directly through Uniswap. I've never provided liquidity myself like that, like directly. I haven't done that in a while, so I don't remember and I don't know. I'm assuming that's probably directly from the Uniswap platform. I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm assuming probably click on launch token. And right here where it says pools. Yeah, because they did say they were offering pools. Let's check right now. I don't know, man. I don't provide liquidity, so I really wouldn't know. I'd be probably like the worst person to ask, but I guess we could figure this thing out together, right? Shouldn't be too difficult. I'm looking if there's any of the ones that are top right here. Yeah, I don't see any. But I'm assuming you have to go right here where it says pools, because I provided liquidity a while back, like 2 years ago. So I don't remember how, providing liquidity works and how to do it exactly. But if I could recall, you just provide it directly with the token and Ethereum. Oh, there's Safereum right here, I think. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, it's this one right here. So see, we learn something new every day, guys. We learn something new every day. So honestly, this is actually kind of good. Should I go ahead and do this too? Because I just don't know how this thing works, man, to be honest. I just don't know how it is providing liquidity. But with providing liquidity, so I guess we just figured it out, man. Darian, I guess we just found it out. You just head over to Uniswap, and then you click on pools, and then you go ahead and click on the token. I put SAF, E, and then Safereum. And the only reason why I know this is Safereum because it says that they were offering about 1%. And based on their last recent Telegram message, I believe, they were offering 1% in fees to everybody that provided liquidity. So right now, you see how much they provided on liquidity in the last 24 hours. I don't know how adding liquidity works. I haven't done it myself. It's been a cool minute, but it's pretty much self-explanatory from my understanding. 1% field tree. Yeah, I don't know how to do this, man. I gotta learn how to do this. This is something that I've been telling myself that I hope that I learn from someone how to go ahead and provide liquidity and be a pool provider, because I know there's money to be made, and the team was offering about 1% in fees. So 1%. So with the volume that's going on right now, it's people are going to throw in a lot of money in here because they want to go ahead and make money with all the liquidity that's coming in. And you're seeing a lot of people throwing money in as well. I don't know how much money it really makes, but I'm assuming this is probably the move. I don't know. I need to go ahead and learn how to provide liquidity and how all of this works, but I'm sure a lot of people have been making a lot of money providing liquidity. But yeah, this would be Uniswap. Like I said, you would have to go ahead and click right here, search, safe, make sure it's Safereum, ETH. I don't know how to check, man. I wish I did. But based on just the volume, I could almost tell. I'm sure this is it because we did see that the volume was at around 1 million. It actually says 9 million, so just be careful, bro. Just be careful. Take everything with a grain of salt, what I'm saying. But I'm pretty sure this might be it. I'm almost kind of confident this might be the Safereum, but I don't know. And then, yeah, so what you do is, This is what you do. So you go to Uniswap, the correct one, I believe is app.uniswap.org. I'm not sure if this is the correct one. Make sure this is the correct platform we're going to, because a lot of scammers create these websites that look real but they're not real. But I think this is the correct one. I'm almost sure and certain this is the correct one, but just double check. Right, and you want to head over right here where it says pools. You want to click on pools and you go ahead and click on new position. I believe you can go right there directly or click the token, or another way you can go ahead and do it is that when you're in this page right here, when you click pools, it's right next to the NFTs. NFTs is right here. You click on pools and then you go ahead and click on search token and NFT. And for me, I put Safereum. Let's go ahead and copy this. Okay, it's not coming out now. Why? Why? Maybe it's over here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's right here. All right. I forgot, man. My bad. So this is what you do. You're greeted with uniswap.org, which is the correct page. You go ahead and head over to where it says launch app. Click on launch app. You go ahead and head over where it says pools. And then from pools, you could go ahead and switch over to top pools. And when you click on top pools, then you go ahead right here with the search bar and you go ahead and type in Safereum. And you're going to go ahead and see it right here. There's two of them. I don't know which one's the correct one. I'm assuming this one's the correct one because it has 1.34 million in the 24 hours of volume. And it says 1%. I'm assuming that's the 1% they offer you. I don't know. I'm pretty almost sure it is that they're offering you the 1% if you're providing liquidity. And the only reason why I think this is it, because on their Twitter or somewhere they mentioned that we're providing 1% to people that provided liquidity on this platform. So let's go ahead and see where it said that. And we're doing this guys together, guys. Like I mentioned, I don't know how to do this liquidity thing. So I'm learning just as you are right now live. So bear with me. So I don't know, but I'm trying to show you where it says that they are offering 1%, because I read it somewhere, man. Trust me. Like I've been up to date with a lot of these news right here. See? So I guess another way you could go ahead and do it, man. Another way. Yeah, right here where I'm at, it's 9:29 right now. It's not that late. 12 a.m. Damn, bro. Put it in an all-nighter, man. So right here, I found it, man. So this is it right here, I guess. It tells you right here, link V3 liquidity provider. I think this is it. If this is it, guys, then we got it. I guess this is it. I'm assuming. I don't know. But it tells you right here, Safereum, and they're offering the 1%. But like I said, I don't know how to use this, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm assuming you probably click it, connect it. I don't know, but this is what they're providing, the 1%, like I said. ETH/Ethereum. This is the pool. So I think is this way, man. Don't, take my word. I'm just going based off what I'm seeing right here, what I would do if I was jumping into this. But like I mentioned, I can't give you like 100% confirmation and be like, hey, bro, this is it. But like, this is it right here. I mean, they're telling you right here. This is the founders have added an additional 20 ETH to V3 liquidity pool. And as well, it says, now everybody can contribute to Uniswap V3 liquidity pool and in return earn 1% of passive income from trading volumes. Link to V3 app, it tells you right here, and it says Safereum is gearing up for the next sustainable growth phase. So you can go ahead and check right here through the transaction. I don't know how to do this. Like I told you, I don't know how to see how to provide liquidity or how to provide liquidity. Something that I've dabbled in the past, like 2 years ago, but I don't remember. Tillery's like, I gotta work tomorrow at 9 a.m. Damn, man. You should probably be going to bed right now. Hey, can you tell us any alpha about Vegas Inu, man? I've been talking about Vegas Inu. For all those that don't know, Vegas Artillery is a mod for this project, so maybe he could tell us a little alpha, you know. But yeah, guys, so this is, I guess this is the way you do it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm assuming it's based on what I told you right here, and you would just go ahead and click on add liquidity, and then you select the token right here. So Safereum, you select the pair, you select, you know, is it going to be Ether, Wrap, ETH, the amount, and I guess you connect your wallet. I don't know how to provide liquidity, so I can't show you, but I could just show you how to navigate and how to not exactly do it, but where to go to do it. But I just don't know how to do it. So hopefully that helped you, Darian. Like I said, man, I apologize. It's been a while since I dabbled with any of this. I've done yield farming. I'm sure this is the same thing. It's providing liquidity. But I've never done it on Uniswap. I've done it on PancakeSwap and other platforms, but never Uniswap. So I never provided liquidity to Uniswap just because Uniswap was too expensive back in a bull run. You know, transacting in Uniswap was like freaking $30-$60 in fees. It was ridiculous just to do a transaction. So right now the gas fees aren't that bad, but I'm assuming this is the way you provide liquidity. I'm pretty sure based on like what we just did right now together. But I don't want to go ahead and say I could 100% guarantee you because I've never done it myself. But this is the way you would do it. This is the way you would do it. So I don't know, man. I really hope that one day I'm gonna start asking a lot of you. Hopefully, if you guys know how to do this, I would definitely like to be interested. If you guys could go ahead and show us how to go ahead and provide liquidity, man. Because like, dude, they're offering 1% just to go ahead and provide liquidity, and like, dude, with this kind of volume, like, this is insane, man. The kind of volume that would be being brought in. But I think this is V3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, now everybody can contribute a V3 in the pool and earn 1% passive income from trading volume. So, dude, that's insane, man. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how to do it. I wish I knew how to do it. But yeah, and you're seeing you're seeing how, you know, how active the team is. You know, they're paying a lot of these shillers to go ahead and push this. You know, and we all know, like, the more people talk about it, the more it's being pushed, the more people know. But like, even with this account right here, D-Wen marketing, I mean, this thing's not getting too much traction, bro. Like, that's kind of the thing. Look, this one's at 36 likes. Like, I don't know how many people are actually gonna buy. I mean, 4,000 people, but the activity is kind of half and half, right? And then this Doge millionaire. This is like the guy that like ended up buying Dogecoin and became a millionaire off of it. I don't think he ended up being a millionaire after it because he ended up losing all his money too for not taking profits. That's kind of the problem when you get too greedy, you know. So you try to aim it big, and sometimes you just lose everything. But yeah, this is him right here buying. So we're gonna see where things go. Like I said, just be very, very cautious. We already broke a 0, so we are deep in profits. So that's really good. Tillery says, yeah, bro, the tokens will be airdropped after pre-sale end or sell out before the pre-sale ends. Right now, we are just building an organic community. We got NFTs on the way and merchandise too. So you guys heard it here first, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Tillery just gave us some alpha, man. He just gave us some alpha. He gave us some alpha on Vegas ENU token. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. Like I said, I threw in some money, but I'm not associated with it. Thanks for Tillery for the alpha. And show me some other projects, guys. Show me some other projects. Anyways, by the way, do any of you guys trade stocks? Do any of you guys trade stocks or any of that? Because AMC's been printing, man. Like AMC is going to be printing. A few other like other stocks are going to be printing, so I'm definitely looking forward to Monday, man. Monday is going to be a freaking, like, I feel like next week is going to be like the most freaking bullish week we've had in crypto, and I expect like the market to be pumping like crazy. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I mean, even if we look at the market right now, look at, oh snap, well, it just took a dump right now, but earlier, dude, this thing was all green. Let's see where it's at right now. It's, people are taking little breathers, you know. This is where like the profit taking comes in. This is where all of that starts to come in during this time. But yeah, I mean, this thing's been eating up a zero, man. It looks like the new support is probably around this area right here. So we could go ahead and say safely, probably 6 point something million is a new market cap. It's a total liquidity of 1 million, guys. Like, this thing gets me bullish and bullish every freaking day. So if you want to go ahead and check out a pre-sale that's going on, like I said, I don't know how it's going to do. You know, give Vegas Inu a look. Might be worth it. I threw in $130, $120. I didn't throw in that much. That's how much I actually threw in into Safereum. I threw in about $130, like around here. Shit, dude. I'm probably up like $3 grand right now off of a $130 investment. So it, like, this was the reason why it's like worth it. You know what I mean? It's like with pre-sales, it's sometimes worth throwing the freaking throwing the risk, because with $130 right here and I'm up over $3 grand, like, I think the risk is kind of worth it, right? So like, that's why I say, like, I threw in money right here, I threw in 130 right here, or 110 or 20, and I threw in another 120 right here, or 30, because that's what I feel comfortable losing. Eventually I ended up throwing more money around right here because I was bullish. I threw in another $1,000 right here, which I normally don't ever do, guys. I never throw in $1,000 in freaking meme tokens during a bear market, but I think we're in a bull market, and that's why I threw it in. And I only threw it in because I was like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to get rug pulled. And that's why I just waited. I was like, I'm going to wait for the bullish momentum to come in. And if I see some bullish action and it doesn't rug pull right away, I'm going to throw in more money. And that's what I suggest a lot of you to do. You know what I mean? Not financial advice. But if you are looking to jump in, just wait for an entry where you feel comfortable. Later, we might connect with Volt. Yeah, December DeMarco mentioned that too. Nice, man. Nice. That's damn, that's good, bro. Yeah, man, I'm up in profits right now, but we're gonna see. Yeah, that's what's up. I love to see fam get the guap, bro. Hey, we're all here to make money, bro. And you know, I appreciate you too for giving us the alpha on, what is it called, on Vegas Inu. Did you buy freaking Safereum, bro? Because I told you early on, Tillery. Like, I told you before I told chat, man. I told you before I told YouTube or anybody. Before I even made a video, I told you, like, literally probably last minute, which I apologize. But, like, that's because someone told me last minute, man. Someone's like, hey, bro, check this thing out. Give it a look. You know, it's hyped. And I did my own research, and I told all of you. I was like, hey, guys, like, I don't know. It might be the buy. Check it out. Might be worth throwing a couple bucks. And I threw in a couple bucks, and it did good, you know? So I really do thank all of you guys watching, because if it wasn't for you, you know, we wouldn't be able to hit these plays or hit any of this content. So anyways, do any of you guys know what's going on with BitBoy and all that, dude? It's actually quite wild. Let's see what's going on right here. See if I can find it. Oh, dude, there's this whole entire thing right now going on with Rodney and Ben, Ben from BitBoy Crypto, and he said, "What do you guys want to see me, Ben Armstrong X, have a boxing match? Proceeds will go to those who got rugged by Ben Token Project." And so far, 64% of you have voted yes. So I would go ahead and recommend all of you head over to Crypto Journey's Twitter and go ahead and smash yes, bro. Because honestly, I would like to go ahead and see a freaking BitBoy and Rodney fight, man. Who do you guys have your money on? I have my money on Rodney. You know, this crypto drama, I don't like, you know, being in it, but it's been entertaining, man. It's been quite entertaining. I really don't care about what's going on in none of this crypto drama. I'm really in no side, but I do put my money on Rodney, bro. I feel like Rodney's a good fighter. I don't know why. He just seems like that person. He seems like that person that would be pretty good at fighting. So, like, I don't know, man. I would definitely like to go ahead and see a fight happen. I think that'd be like freaking the best. And I also tweeted this: we need a crypto influencer fight. I want next on the next fight. I would want to debut next, bro. I don't know why. Like I feel like, dude, not even just the crypto space, bro, but I feel like most of the crypto space, like, people think they could go ahead and hide behind a freaking profile picture and just talk shit, bro. It's like, I had another influencer talk shit to me, and I was Ben.eth. He was talking shit to me, bro, and I just ignored his messages, and I was like, you know what, dude? Once this crypto fighting becomes a thing, bro, the first person I'm gonna call out, it's gonna be Ben.eth, man. Tillery says, yeah, you did tell me about it, bro, but I didn't get in. Man, bro, it's good, bro. It's good. It's good. There's always money. There's always gonna be money to be made, right? Like I was telling everybody, like not because this thing's pumping right now. It's not the case all the time. I mean, like literally right now we're watching this thing break new all-time highs. We started live streaming. We're about to almost hit 3 hours. We were live streaming at about 5 million market cap, and it's about to hit 8 million market cap, bro. So like, if you want to jump in, which I wouldn't suggest it, honestly, I think it's getting a lot riskier now when you start entering these levels. But I do think 20 million market cap will approach. But you know how we were talking about finding a new area of support, guys? So far, we haven't found it. So we're gonna go ahead and see if this is the next area. If any of you want to jump in, including you, Tillery, I would just wait for this thing to dump. Wait for this thing to dump. It's gonna dump. Trust me, it's gonna eventually have to dump 30 to 50%. I don't know when. It could be tomorrow. It could be 3 days from now. It could probably never dump, but usually it dumps, right? Like, let's go ahead and analyze Pepe, because Pepe was like the most talked about meme token, and it has a lot of information for us to learn, right? So let's go ahead and look at the 1 daily and see the kind of signs that Pepe did, and maybe we could learn from those. I don't know. I haven't seen their chart on the daily like that. So we have, look, we pumped like crazy. We see Pepe pump like crazy, and we see a dump like probably another 50% before pumping. Then we have this other leg up right here, which is around April to May. So almost about 2 months of just pumping, guys. It's crazy. And then ended up topping off at right here around May 5th. So around May 5th, it ended up pumping. And I remember seeing Pepe, guys. I remember seeing Pepe when it first launched, bro. And I was like, I wanted to get in, and I didn't get in because I was like, I'll just wait for it to dump. And I was like, I think it's gonna dump higher, because if you look at this from right here, from high 3s to all the way lows 1s, it's not that much, bro. It's probably like a 30 to 40% dump, right? I was expecting an 80% dump, and it never happened. It just pumped, and I was like, oh, next time it dumps more, and it dumped, and I was like, it's gonna dump more, and then it ended up pumping. So I missed out multiple waves on Pepe, and that really pissed me off because I had the opportunity to buy it. But you just can't catch all of them, guys. And don't feel bad for it, because there's going to be multiples of Pepes. Because after Pepe 2.0 did a similar run-up. The only thing that thing only lasted about 4 days before it dumped. And I've noticed that with a lot of these meme tokens, they usually only last for about a week at the max. During a bull run, maybe it might pump for another like freaking month, but usually these tokens only right now in the market that we're in, most of these tokens only pump for about 3 days max. A week, bro. A week is like pushing it. So you have to be very, very careful. So that's why with Safereum, I'm definitely going to go ahead and take profits, and I'm not going to look back, bro. Like right now, like I don't even know how much I'm in profits, bro. I just know that I'm deep in profits. And I don't want to go ahead and look, because I don't want to be going to sleep later on today and then be freaking out about how much I'm in profits and how much I could potentially lose. So like I'm okay. Like I said, based on what we're looking at right now, it's going to do good. There's nothing to really worry about in my opinion, but I don't know. It's just giving us like bullish confirmation, and this is the same pattern that Pepe did. If we just saw Pepe, it ended up pumping, ended up consolidating, and it had a massive leg. So that means safely that we might go ahead and have another massive pump follow in the next coming days. And I think Monday is going to be a very, very bullish time in the market. So just be aware. Like I said, there's always going to be times if you miss Safereum, maybe your turn might be with Vegas EU, and if you miss those and you can't jump into those, that's fine, guys. You don't have to worry about it. There's always going to be new projects coming out. Literally every day new projects come out. Literally new 10x's come out every day. So don't worry about it. You know what I mean? If you didn't make it into this rally, just don't FOMO in, because you don't want to be buying the top when like everybody, including me, is selling, and then you're buying. You don't want to be left doing that, because obviously I'm not going to diamond hand this, bro. Like I'd be lying to you if I told you I'm going to diamond hand this shit forever and never going to sell. Like I'm going to sell, bro. Like I'm going to take some nice fat profits, and I'm going to enjoy my money, and I'm just going to go ahead and wait for the next play to come my way. You know what I mean? But I do think, like, based on what we saw 5 million. Think about it. It launched at 700,000. It pumped all the way up to about 5 million. And then from 5 million, it dumped all the way down to 3 million. You see how quick it dumps, bro? I'm telling you, it dumps about 50 to 60%. So from 700,000, it pumped to 5 million. From 5 million, it dumped all the way down to 3 million. And then from 3 million, it pumped all the way up to 7 million, almost 8 million. We just saw it at 8 million right now. So from 3 million to 8 million, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's about 4, dude. That's crazy. So right now, because we were consolidating for such a long time, and this is usually a good sign when we're consolidating like this, you either pump like crazy or you dump like crazy. So this is a good sign that we're more than likely going to pump by tomorrow. We might wake up to 10 million plus market cap, maybe even 20 million market cap. And then from there, when it hits 10 million, let's say, for example, it might dump from 10 million all the way down to 6.5 million. And then that might be your buying opportunity. And then from 6.5 million, it's probably going to pump all the way up to 20 million. And from 20 million, it might dump all the way down to 10 to 12.5 million, which is going to be the new support, right? So it's really all about finding out where it's at. But like I said, guys, there's always going to be money to be made. So don't worry about it. Like for me personally, like I'm excited for what's going to be coming in. I'm excited for what's coming in the market, bro. But it's like, I just want all of us to make money, bro. Honestly, like, it's cool making money, but I think it's a lot more fun when we're all making money together, right? At least for me. I'm just that kind of person. It's like, I don't want to be that friend that makes money alone. Like, why don't we just all make money together, right? And there's a way we do it. It's by helping each other out, looking for plays. Shout out to all those that gave me those plays. I appreciate you. And then congratulations to everybody that did jump in, you know? If you want to FOMO in, throw in 20 bucks. I would say that's the max. But you just don't know. And I told another buddy too that hasn't traded crypto in a while, and I usually don't tell him, bro, because he just doesn't mess with crypto as much either, because he's gotten like slammed on crypto. And I'm sure a lot of you have gotten slammed too, because I gotten slammed so many freaking times, bro. Like, you almost lose hope sometimes. And sometimes it just takes that one play to change your life. Same thing when you're going to the gym. Sometimes it just takes that one rep to get stronger. Sometimes it just takes that one rep to get closer to breaking your new PR. Sometimes it just takes that one extra hour shift at work to get promoted. You know what I mean? So, like, it's all about reps, man. It's like, I could tell you how many times, how many L's I've taken that, like, this was destined to happen. Like, you only take L so many times, man. And it's the same thing in life, you know? You can only fail so many times before going up. So I don't want to go ahead and sit here and tell you, like, bro, this thing's freaking pumping. This happens every freaking day, dude. Like, no, man. I've taken so many freaking L's. Check out Mona. I've taken so many freaking L's to find a project like Safereum, and probably what we're going to be seeing with Vegas Inu. You know what I mean? Which one is it, bro? Is it this one right here? I'm assuming it's this one, because these are lower in market cap. So let's go ahead and check this one. Is this one it? It's a pretty cool website, I'll tell you that. I'm assuming these are AI generated, I'm pretty sure. This is cool, man. I like this website. Research, development, mesh. Oh, this is cool, man. This is cool. I used to be crazy into fashion, not to this extent where, like, I would design clothes, but, like, I have actually designed clothes myself. Now that I actually take that back, I've designed a lot of my clothes too. I used to be that, like, one freshest person in high school, man, for reals. Like, I was like the freshest, like, person in the high school, man. Like, straight up. I really wish I would have never really focused on the freshness, but I'm sure we all go through that, right? Like, I wish in high school I was, like, thinking about investing, bro. Like, come on, man. I wish I was thinking about, like, how much Apple stock would I go ahead and buy by the time I'm graduated. Instead, I was thinking about, like, you know, what shoes I should buy, or, you know, what kind of, like, jeans I should buy. Check out Mona pre-sale. Is that on pink sale, bro? I don't know. I kind of like this one too, by the way. Like, this is freaking cool. Like, if this was it, I was like, dude, this is freaking cool. I'm assuming it's probably on pink sale. Mona. Where's it at, bro? Can you send Can you send like a link by any chance to my Twitter, ALTCOIN John? Elon Frog 20, bro. Like these these tokens are insane. They haven't raised any money. Make sure this website is pre-sale. It starts in about a day. So this is meme coin season, guys. Like we could be probably looking forward to 10x's from a lot of these projects. Oh, Lisa. All right, for sure, for sure. Lisa, Mona Lisa. That's cool. All right, let's go ahead and read what this is. Inspired by the 4chan meme powered by Safereum Layer 2 technology, the devs are about to make a massive push to take this golden opportunity to get early. Top trending volume-based team, contract renown, zero tax, zero. You know how I feel about 0, guys? Even with Safereum, like that's what what goes through my head every freaking day is like the fact that Safereum doesn't have a buy or sell tax. Same thing with them. Look. And usually with buy and sell tax, you know how I feel. They usually like they have to be making money somehow, bro. I don't know how they're making money. Usually the way they make money, if they have no buy or sell tax, they usually allocate a percentage of the tokens and then they sell them. So they sell their tokens and dump them to the community, which I would rather see like a 2% or 1% sell tax. But I don't know. This might be the new thing. It doesn't mean you can't make money. Let's go ahead and watch this real quick. This is pretty cool, bro. This guy has a freaking goat. I would like to have something like that. It's a freaking talking goat, man. I don't know what this... it's pretty cool, man. I like the graphics. I mean, it's a freaking goat telling me place. But let's go ahead and check their website, man. You know how I feel about pre-sales? I just got lucky on these pre-sales, to be honest. If this is a meme coin season, then it's going to be good. But I'm gonna be honest, man, a lot of this shit's the same thing over and over again. A lot of these meme tokens, like I mentioned, even with Safereum, and I'm not playing both sides, right? It's just a matter of when the token freaking pulls a rug on us. So like I don't even know what I'm looking at right now, and honestly it doesn't really matter. Because it doesn't really tell us much. So what you want to focus on when you're doing research when it comes to these projects is like, do they have a cool website? Like the website's pretty whack, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest, like they could have invested on a cooler looking website, but whatever, we'll give you that. Let's hope they make it up for their Twitter, right? So let's go ahead and take their Twitter. Let's see what they got going on. $20,000 buy, keep the chads coming. So we see a $20,000 buy right here on their Telegram, which is pretty good. I wonder who the whale is. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the address right now and see who's freaking buying $20,000 of Mona Lisa, because they might know something that you and I don't know, right? We're gonna go ahead and check that right now. Trendy number 1. Okay. Their Twitter engagement so-and-so is not the best, but it's also not that bad. We do see that a lot of YouTubers are pushing it. We have this guy right here, which we always see him push a lot of tokens. This is stock guy or something like that, right? Yeah, stock investor. See, there you go. So we see that going right there. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know about this token. I might throw some money in there after I take some profits on Safereum. I'm kind of tapped on all my YOLO money. Like, I just don't want to risk any more money. Like, I'm already risking a lot of money right now. I'm playing options right now. I'm trading AMC. I'm trading a lot of options. So I got AMC right now on the pipeline. So I'm trading stocks right now. I'm trading options and I'm trading crypto. So like right now I'm pretty tapped on money to throw. So like if I make any profits, which I know I will, I'm already in profits. If I take profits on Safereum, then I might consider throwing money on this. But this just doesn't encourage me, man. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this very closely. It doesn't mean that it can't moon. It could definitely moon, right, guys? So like just take this with a grain of salt. Let's go ahead and so we can see their address. We're gonna see if we can analyze anything on the back end, right? Because this is what you want to do. So we see liquidity is at 51%, which is good. Liquidity lockup time, which is 1,200 and something days, which is good. Soft cap at 2 ETH. Initial cap, which is about 67, which is pretty good, but it's actually quite low. I'm surprised. I wonder why. I wonder if it's gonna go up over time. What was that freaking noise, bro? Yeah, so right now, so far they have about 27 ETH raised. Pre-sale ends in about 1 day. Let's go ahead and see, man. Let's go ahead and look at their address and see what we could go ahead and find. Let's see if we could find anything interesting. We're going to go ahead and go over to Etherscan right now. And this is the way you're going to go ahead and find what they're doing, right? So we just found their address right now. And I think this might be the pre-sale address. We're going to go ahead and see what's going on right here. So yeah, we see Mona Lisa, and we saw that address was exactly what? What was this address? That we copied was the token address, I believe. Let me check. No, that's incorrect. So it actually, the contract address ends in CFAC, which means is a pre-sale address. So we're gonna go ahead and see who really paid the $20,000, right? They might know something, man. They must know freaking something if they're paying $20,000 for a freaking token that nobody knows about, right? Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Where's the 20,000 ETH, bro? Because I don't see no freaking 20,000 ETH or $20,000 worth of ETH. I don't see it. From to, so it tells you right here who contributed, right? It tells you like the amount. So like it tells you the value. And I don't see that freaking 20 ETH. Like where is it at, bro? Okay, this one right here. I think this is 20 ETH, no? I'm assuming this might be 20 ETH. Let's see if we can find the address. We're doing like some freaking detector shit right now, bro. Let's see, 20 ETH contributed, which was total contributions was 13 at the time. Filled 15 ETH, so it was about 12 ETH. So we have to look for that 12 ETH transaction too, but we found a decent one too with 3 ETH. And let's see if we can find the other big one. 1 ETH. Dude, where is it at? I only see freaking a 3 ETH. Where's this $20,000 ETH that they're talking about? I'm not saying they're lying, but we're going to go ahead and double check right now on a different wallet and see. This is what you want to do when it comes to these tokens. You want to see like if any like whales buying. Because like 20 ETH, bro, like you have to be freaking crazy or you must know some insider information to know what's going to go on. So this is a pre-sale address, right? It says do not send ETH to this token. So I don't know why they would have 20 ETH in this, but let's just go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt because I didn't see no freaking 12 ETH, which is 20,000 is what I meant. You found the 20, you found the 12 ETH? Can you go ahead and send like the address by any chance on Twitter? Because this would help us, bro. Like, because we could really analyze and see, like who threw in 20 freaking grand into this shit, bro. Like, let's be honest. Who threw 20 grand? Like, someone has to know something, right? So that's what we're trying to identify right now. It's like, who threw 20 freaking grand into this? And maybe it's a whale, and maybe we should throw in 20 grand as well. I'm just kidding. We don't throw 20 grand, but I'm saying like, maybe we should. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't. I'm just kidding, right? Dude, I don't see no 20 ETH, man. This guy says he bought 20. Look, we're going big. Guys, by the way, for all those that are watching right now, we're looking. Apparently, this is going to be the next alpha. Mona token. I don't know. Comment down below if this is the next alpha. This is on Pink Cell. For me personally, I don't like Pink Cell. It's a lot of rug pulls, but so far, Safereum's doing really, really well, man. We surpassed 8 million, so let's go ahead and give it a benefit of doubt. But they did say right here on their Twitter, $20,000 buy. $20,000 buy, dude. Like, is this Photoshop, man? the kind of things you gotta do nowadays, bro. Like, to be honest, like low-key, it kind of does look Photoshop. Like, comment down below if you're like, hey, John, you're freaking tripping, bro. There's no way. Like, this is legit. This is not Photoshop. But like, looking at this looks Photoshop, bro. Like just looking at the text, and I only know because like I've used Photoshop before, bro. I mean, I'm a graphic designer, right? So like I could tell when like things look interesting, and you could tell by the what is it called? by the text, bro. Like the text. You even put on my glasses, bro. The text looks interesting, bro. This looks funny. Like this text looks like they just got an overlay. What they did, they erased it. They put in the words. They probably got this from another freaking token, and then just ended up adding the picture and everything. But I don't know. I could just be overthinking it, man. Maybe it's just me overthinking this shit. But like, it says they spent 12 ETH, right? So where's the 12 ETH? We went to Etherscan, and I don't see nobody. Oh yeah, lies. I take that back, guys. 12 ETH, found it right here. Tripping. Okay, that's on me. I take the L. This guy did take $20,000. So let's go ahead and do what this guy, 20 grand, bro. Freaking 20 grand into this project. Like this guy must know what's going on, right? Let's look at his previous transaction wallets. Like, why is he throwing 20 grand into this project? Internal transactions. Dude, this guy has even up to 37 ETH. Okay, value 37. So it looks like this guy does play with a lot of big money. Let's go look at the analytics. It says right here their all-time high was only 1, but well, we just saw it. He had over $20,000 that he threw into that project. So honestly, these tokens, like, I don't know which tokens these are, like the Pumpin tokens, because like that kind of money that he threw in, 20 grand into a project, bro, it's like, you must be freaking crazy, man, to throw $20,000 into a pre-sale. Like, you must know something, man. Like, there's something this guy knows to throw in 20 grand into this project. Like, there's no way someone with the right mindset throws freaking YOLO's 20 grand. I mean, actually, I take that back. I know a lot of people that would throw 20 grand into a project. But dude, I don't know, man. You're a different kind of degen if you're throwing 20 grand into a meme coin, bro. Like straight up. I don't know, guys. I guess this might be the next play, man. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and make another video on this. This is quite interesting. 20 grand into this is it's quite interesting, bro. I'll tell you that. I mean, there's no way someone with the right mind throws 20 grand into a project that they don't know, bro. So we're gonna go ahead and see where things go. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. I'm gonna go ahead and analyze this very, very closely. I'm gonna go ahead and join their Twitter, their Telegram as well, because I don't know what their Telegram is gonna look like. But based on what they're saying, locked for 5 years, long-term market cap, LP, bullshit, 70% supply burn, DEX tools trending, ETH trending, 200 plus callers, 30 KLLs, Shiba, Pepe, and Floki wells. So maybe this is some sort of well that we just saw. 20 grand is not that much money though. Let's be honest, 20 grand is not crazy money, but it is definitely crazy money if you're throwing into a meme coin, bro. Like, no one throws 20 grand. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and keep this in the back of our heads. I'm already following them. I'm gonna go ahead and do more due diligence. I'm gonna reach out to some people, try to get a second opinion. Maybe this is the next freaking Shiba. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, thank you for the alpha, Darian. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Comment down below any other project you guys think should be the next run. This one just looks sketchy. I don't know about this one. Let's switch over to ETH, bro. Like, I feel like with BNB, I used to love BNB a lot, man. Like, I'm a fan of BNB, and I'm gonna change into BNB as soon as that bull run starts or some sort of bullish momentum starts. I'm gonna change over to BNB because it's cheaper. But like, usually when it comes to a lot of these tokens on PinkCell, usually the tokens on BNB, most of them turned out to be scams. So Vegas ENU is getting close to pre-sale right now. So pre-sale on Vegas ENU is at 269. So this actually got pretty got filled up pretty quick, man. Honestly, I mean, they already hit their soft cap, which is at 75 BNB, and their hard cap is at 300 BNB. So honestly, it's actually pretty good. And then liquidity percent is 51%. Liquidity lockup time 30 days. So I think it's pretty good, bro. Honestly, we might go ahead and see like a 10x after this thing launches. And he's a YouTuber too, so like, I think it's like a benefit as well, you know. He's definitely going to be talking about it on his YouTube. He has about 40,000 subscribers. So I do think that's going to be like a good thing to do. Hopefully marketing is very, very big too. Do you happen to know, Tillery, if December is going to go ahead and have like heavily like marketing? Can you talk about any of that by any chance? For all those that don't know, Tillery Mills, that's on the group chat right now or on stream, he's the mod for Vegas Inu token, and actually a long viewer too as well. I didn't know he was associated with Vegas Inu or December at all. He's just been a long supporter, you know, since I started the channel. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool that you're working on stuff like this. Do you happen to know if you guys are gonna do like marketing crazy on this, like get other influencers to push marketing? Are you guys gonna get like group calls? Like, can you give us any alpha right now to anybody that's watching this? So yeah, man, I think all it took was me putting on my glasses to go ahead and see the freaking 12 ETH. Tells you how blind I really am. But yeah, this might be the play, man. This might be the play, Mona Lisa. So let me go ahead and retweet it. Let me go ahead and retweet it and just keep it on my watch list, because this might be the play. I don't know. Just be very, very careful when it comes to pre-sales overall. Hopefully, guys, I really do hope that a lot of these projects that we get into are like the next bull run. Like, I really do hope that a lot of these projects do pump and don't like rug a lot of people, because I've gotten rugged a lot. Let's see. We're supported by Floki CEO. I'm bringing you a new. This might be the next play, man. Dogs Rock will deduct 6% transactions, buybacks, 62,000 market cap, soft cap, 50 BNB, addresses, previous pre-sales, Floki CEO. So let's go ahead and see what Floki CEO did, because they're claiming that, like, you know, we were this, we were that. So like, let's see if they really have anything to back this up, right? Dude, where the frick is Stex tools? Okay, right here. Floki CEO. They said they launched Floki CEO. So let's go ahead and see what they did with Floki CEO. So it's at a 1 million market cap, which is a good sign, right? You know, 1 million market cap's not too bad. But how long did it actually pump for? Oh, Snapples, bro. When was this though? This was back in February 18, 2023. And we saw that, like, as soon as it launched, it ended up pumping all the way up to... It doesn't tell us a percentage, bro, but this is for sure like a 10x. It is like a for sure 10x. So, like, they said that we're part of this token right here. I do notice they also do like high buy and sell, because I think the other ones they were doing 8, right? Which is like kind of a good thing, because it incentivizes them to go ahead and continue to pump the project and not pull a fast one right away. But we do see that from launch, it ended up dumping all the way down for about a month before it had a massive pump to the upside. And I think that was like with all the hype, with like the Pepe's and all that. So I don't know, man. This might be it too as well. The only thing I don't like is that they'll deduct 6% transaction for buyback. I mean, I don't know, man. This thing might be worth it. I think they're trying to raise 50 BNB, and they've raised 198 already. But they're only doing whitelist only. So, like, my question is, how do I freaking get whitelist, bro? If I could get whitelist, this thing's gonna be worth buying, bro. Bro, come on, man. I'm just not even gonna scroll through this, bro. I'm gonna try to figure out how we could get whitelist on that. But that's wild, bro. That's wild. I'm very, very excited. It looks like some sort of meme coin season is really getting ready to start. Comment down below what you guys think. Most importantly, go ahead and comment down below which one you think it's going to be the next that next one to take off. Oracle, 11,000 initial cap, soft cap 5. Usually what I've noticed that you know which one's gonna do good is depending on how the pre-sale is doing. Like, for example, Dogs Rock. Dude, look at that freaking BNB they've already obtained. 198. But it's only whitelist only. So like this is kind of wild. Only 200 contributors and the max is 50 BNB. Oh, actually the max is 1 BNB. Which is actually pretty good, you know what I mean? That means the max is only about $300. But it tells you our goals to list, get whitelist spots pre-sale. So this is where you can actually get the whitelist, bro. This is freaking sick. Oh, I can't use a VPN, bro. F you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and check how we can get whitelist, but that's pretty cool. So right now they've already raised over 198 total contributors, 199. Their goal, their soft cap was 50 BNB, and their initial market cap is estimated to be 62,000. And total liquidity percent 51. Day after pulls 9999999. And they have over 214 people in whitelist right now. Not everybody has bought yet. So, man, maybe if I could go ahead and get whitelisted, I might try to buy some and throw a little bit of money here. Usually when it comes to whitelist projects, they usually do really good, guys. Super good. So the fact that this one's hyped, I don't know what it is. I'm going to go ahead and do my research after we end the stream. But this might be the worth it as well. Tillery says, yes, it will be some marketing. We'll come together as a community, make polls, votes on certain decisions. Yeah, it's some stuff in the works. Nice. We just got the alpha from Tillery on Vegas Inu, I believe it was called, the Vegas Inu token. Yeah, so go ahead and check that out. Pre-sales about to be full as well, man. We're at 207 BNB and currently at 300 BNB. So I think it's really good, man, considering the fact that they haven't really done any crazy marketing from what I know. Listing will be on Pancake Swap. So that's pretty good, you know what I mean? So definitely looking forward to this. Vegas Inu, dev followed by Sumo of Shib. Nice. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and see where things go, guys. I'm going to be ending the stream. I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I'll catch you guys later, honestly. Hope all of you have a good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon. It looks like Safereum did take a dump. Let's see what dump we're at. We're not at that bad of a dump. Honestly, we've been holding pretty well. I mean, we did break new all-time highs, and we did actually eat out a zero. Which is freaking wild, guys. We did this all live, you know what I mean? Like we witnessed this. You witnessed this all live. Like literally since I went live, I think we seen an over 90-something% pump. So that's been wild. So congratulations to all those that did jump in. I hope all of you have a wonderful day, wonderful night. And if you are brand new to the channel, guys, I really do appreciate you jumping in. Smash that like button for me, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. So why is Bitcoin pumping, bro? I apologize. I'm supposed to be ending the stream and I keep on going on. I have this shiny object syndrome, bro. I just see something like going crazy and I'm like, let's freaking go. So let's see what's going on with Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10. Dude, I called out Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 right here. Literally, you can go ahead and go back to one of my first videos, and I actually did a short, and it was the most disliked freaking video, and I said, hey guys, this is gonna be like the next freaking like all talked about token, and it was sitting at under 10 million market cap, bro. Unfortunately, I cleaned my computer and I ended up losing it because I didn't have it saved here, and I was waiting for a dip. I was waiting for a confirmation for this thing to go up, and the way I found out about it again is when I saw this thing trending, and I was like, dude. And this thing pumped all the way up to 200 million. So imagine how I feel when I miss out projects like that, right? So it's normal. But right now, this one's pretty good. This one's at 68 million market cap. Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 is a ridiculous name, bro. But it doesn't matter what you and I think. What matters is what the community thinks. And the community thinks this thing should go up. And one pattern I am identifying right now that I'm very bullish. It's not always the case, but it's a cup and handle pattern, guys. And this cup and handle pattern usually always means moon. That's usually what it means. I mean, we even see it right here before a moon. Cup and handle pattern didn't kind of follow right away, but it did eventually kind of follow, right? So it's not always the case. This is actually the worst example to compare it to, because usually it would moon like this, but it didn't. It ended up getting rejected and consolidating, but then eventually it mooned. But this one could probably be the same thing, you know. Maybe it follows back for a while before going to the upside or going to the downside. So just be very careful when we see a lot of consolidation like this. like we did right here with this movement to the upside, and we see this breakout like this, we're more than likely going to pump to the upside, guys, because this is showing us that we were coming back from a downtrend. This is a little quick TA, and then when it pushes to the upside, that means the trend has changed and we're going to push up even higher. So I don't know, I might have this one on my watch list. I don't think they do futures trading on this. If they did, I'd definitely be buying. But Tillery says it's going to be a vote on Burns to might burn all the supply. That's crazy, man. Oh, dude, my freaking neck cracked like crazy. That feels so amazing, though. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because I am going to go ahead and take a rest. I do have to stream later on today as well, so I will be jumping on stream later. You guys will probably go ahead and see me, I don't know, maybe by tonight, maybe by the morning, maybe by the afternoon. I don't know what time you're watching this. So depending on the time you're watching and you subscribe to the channel, you're definitely going to go ahead and see me again. You're going to go ahead and hear about me again. I'm going to be going live in a couple hours as well. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, or else I'm going to keep on, still being on stream, and I need to go ahead and take some rest. I'll go ahead and catch you guys later. We're about to be 3 hours into the stream. So actually, let me go ahead and wait 2 minutes because I'm already about to hit 3 hours in the stream, so might as well go ahead and wait. Tillery says 2% of holders on buy and sells. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, so I'm very, very excited. I think the token's going to go live tomorrow then, right, Tillery? Because we're probably going to go ahead and close pre-sale by later on today. Whether it's morning or night for you guys, depending on where you're watching. I think this pre-sale is going to be closing very, very soon as well. This is at 270 BNB. We were at 100 and something, I believe, or 200 and something when we started the stream. So we've been seeing this thing get filled up like crazy too, guys. So like, it's something around this time that it's probably because people from different countries are waking up or going to sleep or coming back from work. Well, I mean, it's a weekend. But anyways, you know what I mean. And people are buying the dips, or buying any pre-sales that are going on. But this is the one on my list. I already jumped in. I threw in a couple bucks. Vegas Inu, not associated or affiliated with them, but Tillery is the mod, so we're lucky to have him here. And as well, Dogs Rock might be the other one that I'm taking my look at, just because they have a lot of they've already got a lot, and it's a whitelist only. So I don't know, I might throw a couple bucks in here too, because I think this one might pump. I don't know what it is, but we just saw the previous project and it did decent. But we could go ahead and say safely, almost assume that it could go ahead and do like a 5 little X or something. But I'm about to be 30 seconds into 1 hour in. Let's go ahead and see, or 3 hours in. Let's look at this 15-minute chart, man. This thing broke out really, really nicely, man. I'm excited that you guys had to witness that thing live as well. All-time high was 1265. So from this area, like I mentioned, guys, it always dumps 50% or 30%. So right now it's at a 17% dump from its all-time high. And if you go ahead and capture it right here from its last support, where I said it might be the support at 7803, that'll be about 35%. And if you go ahead and buy in at around 6.7, is about 47%, and if you go ahead and buy at 49, that's about 61%. I don't think 61% is going to happen. I think ideally what's more realistic is we could see a 47.59% dump, and as well a 37.65% dump is really, really possible. But right now, because we have been holding this area of support, we could probably just go ahead and break out and continue to go back up. Find the whitelist. I already found the whitelist, bro. I'm not sure if you found the whitelist. I can go. The whitelist is right here. I guess to get ahead whitelisted on this project, you need to go ahead and click on this link right here. You got to copy that and then do it. I just can't do it because I have a VPN. I have a VPN on right now. So it says, please turn off your VPN and try again. Like, dude, for reals? So I have to do this without a VPN, and I got to use a VPN because I'm streaming, and it's quicker internet. So I stream with a VPN. Honestly, I do everything with the VPN, bro, and I hope all of you are too. Like VPNs is how you avoid getting hacked, how you avoid getting viruses, or you know what I mean. So like, I hope all of you guys are running on a VPN. VPNs are total legal for whatever, people are like, oh, VPNs are sketchy, bro. It's like, dude, every major corporation that you work for, if you ever work for a corporation that's pretty big, they're gonna go ahead and have you like have your computer monitored 24 freaking 7 with the VPN every time you access a company with database or website, because they want to go ahead and avoid people getting hacked. Blog from my heart. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shiba and Bones rebirth pumping. What is rebirth? Are you talking about that it's pumping because it's coming back to life? Bone. I like trading Shiba a lot. Shiba's like probably one of my favorite ones to swing trade. I've been swing trading a lot of Shiba. If you actually go ahead and head over to my account right here on Twitter, you're gonna see some of my plays. Let's see if I have. I'm also even on my AMC play too. This one's gonna be, dude, I'm so excited for freaking Monday. Like AMC is going to the freaking moon. I think we're gonna see like a $13 price target, but I have some options on that too. But where's my SHIB? I love trading SHIB, dude. Look, SHIB right here, 21x, 37%. Short right here, another SHIB one. I like trading SHIB. SHIB's a really fun one to trade. Let's take a look at Bone. Let's head over to Trading View real quick. I'm gonna click on Bone. Can't get in at all. Why can't you get in, Darian? What does it tell you? Is it probably filled or what? What does it tell you? Let us know down below, please. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. We're taking a look at SHIB right now, or Bone. So looking at the 4 hourly, one thing that we could go ahead and really look at, I mean, for me personally, if I was to go ahead and enter a trade, this just doesn't give me enough information to want to jump in. This is like the volatility that you just don't know whether it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. You just don't know. Usually when it does consolidate for such a long time like this, you do have breakouts to the upside. But like I've always mentioned, I've noticed that SHIB and Bone or any of that related to SHIB usually trades with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin did a similar pump like this, dump, consolidating, and when Bitcoin pumps, this thing's gonna pump all the way up to I do see Bone pumping all the way up to $1. So this might be something worth looking at, guys. Chat, should I say chat? This is what we got to be looking at, chat. We have to be looking at Bone. Keep an eye on Bone, because we are at a buying area right now. We have been holding this area of support, and it actually does look like Bone will be hitting $1 once it does push to the upside. We're going to go ahead and staircase up. I don't know if it's going to be by October, but I think by November we should see Bone at $1. I think it's very, very possible on that, and that's on the daily that I'm analyzing this thing on. Let's see, but on the 4 hourly, we actually see this on the 4 hourly. We do see that we are at a critical area of resistance. We've actually been getting rejected a lot at this area right here at 80 cents. So we're really struggling. So we're more than likely going to go ahead and dump back down back to 77 cents and then try to either consolidate or try to break above it and try to retest that area again. But usually with movements like this, we're more than likely probably going to get rejected and pushed back down. But like I said, if Bitcoin does pump, maybe we could go ahead and see Bone finally break above that area of resistance and then heading towards the 80 cents to $1. But yeah, we have long ways to go on Bone. One thing that I could tell you is that we are consolidating, right? When you consolidate, you have to go ahead and wait for either that breakdown to the upside or the downside. I think this might be the bottom though. So like the worst that I see Bone doing is heading down to 77 cents, which is not that bad. It's not that bad, right? Oh, that's on the 4 hourlies though. I never mentioned the daily. So this is what's actually going to happen, because now we mentioned the 4 hourly, right? More than likely, possibly what's going to happen is if we don't hold this area of support, we're probably going to go ahead and see Bone dump down to 6694. But we are currently oversold on the RSI as well. So I'm not sure if we're going to go ahead and dump one more last time. But we notice that every time it does touches the oversold territory in the RSI, it usually does trend back up. So I take that back. It might be this thing might go ahead and trend back up. Like I said, I like trading SHIB. Let's go ahead and take a look at SHIB real quick. I'm looking at SHIB on MEXC because that's what I use the platform to trade. Where's SHIB, dude? Cat getting in all over. Comp over. Oh, the competition's over, bro? Frick. I think we're kind of screwed on that one. Let's see the Shiba. Shiba. Nice. I'm surprised you're you must know the tricks. Blog from my heart. I hope you subscribe too. But Safe hitting 1 cent? I don't think so, bro. I don't think it's... I mean, it's at 4 zeros. I think at the most we could probably see it hit 1 0, dude. I mean, hit all the way up to 1, like delete like 3 more zeros. But I don't think it can hit 1 cent, man. I could be wrong, bro. Maybe it does hit 1 cent, but I like keeping things realistic. Like I try to be as realistic as possible. I don't think it's gonna hit 1 cent, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I don't think it's gonna hit 1 cent. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because if it hits 1 cent, man, I'll probably be a millionaire, to be honest. I'll probably be a millionaire if that thing hits 1 cent. But I really doubt it's gonna hit 1 cent, bro. I hope, but like I said, we don't want to go ahead and go off of hopium, right? That's called being off of emotions. We want to go off logic and be a little bit more logical when it comes to a lot of things. So the one that blogged from my heart ended up talking about it. Let's go ahead and give them the token they want me to talk about, which is Shiba. Currently sitting, it's not the same SHIB from what I've noticed. It's a different one. This one ends on address 38C. So let's go ahead and do some quick TA on this. And Darian, we'll talk a little bit more about Safereum, because we're going to go ahead and talk about another level of support for all those that are still watching and possibly looking for an entry to jump in. But we talked about Safereum pretty much like the whole stream. But let me go ahead and do some quick TA on Shiba. It's not the same Shiba, it's a different one. Maybe this might be some alpha. Let's go ahead and take a look. So currently sitting in a total market cap of 697,000, total liquidity at 84,000. Liquidity's okay, could be better. Total holders 1.12 thousand, with a total circulating supply of 700 trillion, which is okay. Let's see what else. So it just got created back in 9/27/2023. So we are seeing some movement to the upside, which is pretty good. It hasn't dumped instantly. It has been in the market for a while, probably a little bit week and a half. And then we saw this massive pump out of nowhere. So blog, if you could go ahead and let us know why it pumped, that would definitely help us in the channel. So let's go ahead and take a look at the website. I like the website, man. Really cool. The Deutsche Killer Rebirth. The world has witnessed a lot of disappointments in Shiba whales. What is Shiba? Shiba was created by one of the OG Shiba whales, an influencer at Shiba. Okay. Where's the influencer at Shiba, bro? Is it this one right here? I think this is it. It's pretty crazy that I ended up getting the tag at Shiba, bro. That's like insane, bro. like literally a one worth name. Like, that's insane. Anyways, the aftermath stories to be discussed on X Spaces had led to a rebirth of Shiba. Time to reverse time and shift responsibilities. Community. So I guess the narrative sounds kind of good. Liquidity tells you how much you'll go ahead and they burn during launch. 47 liquidity will be burned at launch. 47%. Burn supply removed from circulation at launch. Centralized exchange listings 5%. Vested 1% a week. Marketing 5%. Marketing development fund vested over 12 months. Which is pretty good. You know, they do have funds for all of this, which is good to see. We haven't seen this in a while with a lot of these tokens. Ecosystem fund, which is 4%, vested over 10 weeks. Bridge team vested over 12 months. So which one's over? One of them's over 10 weeks, which is a little bit over a month. Okay, not too bad. A contract address, Shiba ecosystem. Is the government's airdrops of holding bones? Is the official gas token, official Safereum chain? You must hold bones to pay for gas. I don't know what any of this shit is, man. To be honest, phase 1, phase 2 doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and read their Twitter, bro. This might be some alpha, man. To be honest, I do see people buying this kind of shit. Like straight up. Like I do see people why they would buy something like this, especially for the people that are super bullish on like Shiba and stuff like that. So like the engagement is not too bad. So it says currently top gainer in CoinMarketCap. Something tells me this isn't the first or last. Which is interesting is the fact that they ended up getting the same name, like Shiba. But I guess the other one's Shiba Inu, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think that's the different ones. Bone for thought, price for Shiba. I don't know, man. This is interesting. I don't understand it. I don't understand the fact that it has like the same name. But what I could go ahead and tell you is that the engagement's not too bad, man. Like, it's a small account and it actually has pretty good engagement. We don't know how real the engagement really is, right? We don't know how like legit the volume is when it comes to this token, but I mean they only have about 1,000 followers, man, and their engagement ratio is pretty good. Like 36 likes, you know, 23 retweets. Like that's actually pretty good for like what this token is. So like I'm gonna eye this. I'm gonna go ahead and save this right here. I just don't like the fact that it has the same name as Shiba Inu. That's what I think, and that's why I got kind of confused. But I do think that this would definitely go ahead and create some buzz to the community. So we could go ahead and say safely this is a level of resistance on the daily. Let's go ahead and see the 15-minute chart. Damn, dude, this thing's just been mooning too. So we actually did launch, when we launched, we actually did, you know, pump all the way up at, you know, 1608, which was killing a zero. And it looks like we are actually approaching those areas right now. So it looks like we are having a reversal coming in. So if you are looking to go ahead and jump into this trade right now, it could go ahead and be like a little, I don't know, maybe a 3 to 5x, maybe even smaller. I don't know, just based on what I'm looking at right here. 30-minute chart, we see this as well. So it's approaching. Ideally, I would have liked to jump in right here. If I was seeing this, it's not bad to jump in right now, but ideally I would have liked to jump in right here if I was. Right here, I'm just going to go ahead and wait if there's any entries and then jump, but I just don't know what this project would do. Maybe it does good, but for me personally, I'm just not going to jump into it, man. Honestly, until I see something going on, I am going to keep my eye on it, right? Like right now I saved it to my favorite, so I'm going to keep my eye on this. This is what I suggest a lot of you guys to do, chat, is to go ahead and save some of your projects and just analyze them, see what's going on. Like for example, Unibot, it's something I've been preaching that I wanted to buy, right? I've been telling all of you, hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and buy Unibot, but I know it's going to drop below $40. I told you, like, I don't know what happened to my charts. I think I cleaned up my computer, but I said it's going to hit $70 and then it's going to dump down to 40. Guess what? That's exactly what it did. It pumped all the way up from 40, it pumped to 80, and then it dumped. So right now I'm looking at my price entry right here at $40, and I might be loading up. So what I suggest all of you is that if you don't know whether you should jump into a project, buy or sell, just go ahead and keep it right here to the side and just keep a look at it, you know what I mean? And then look for an entry. Hey bro, how's it going? Addicted Marshmallow, I appreciate you, man. Let's go ahead and see DeFi, bro. Long time no see, man. John, long time no chat. Gecko, how's it going, bro? Yeah, dude, I've been streaming, man. My bad, but I did see Gecko, the one that you told me. Let's go ahead and see DeFi. Dude, we 8 zeros today on Safereum, man. I'm freaking bullish. DeFi, are you still holding on to Safereum, by the way, or did you completely sell your position? Dude, I was doing some TA here last night, and I saw this thing taking off, man. Dude, I was supposed to be off the stream like freaking 20 minutes ago, and here I am, back at it again. But I don't know, we might see this pump up again. Dude, this is wild, bro. I think this is going to hit 20 mil market cap, but I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, let's not be too emotional here, guys. Let's go ahead and play a little bit of logic, which meme coins are not logical whatsoever. But yeah, let's go ahead and see that. I know, bro, that is sick, Roger. So let's go ahead and take a look at Gecko from what DeFi said, and then Darian, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Safereum. I was gonna say Safereum, man. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna make a token call that, but Darian, we'll look at Safereum right now again. Let me go ahead and look at Gecko, because I know DeFi is actually the one who gave me alpha with freaking Safereum, bro. Like, so congrats, man. I'm gonna have to invite you for a drink or something. So Gecko, you did tell me about this one, bro. I took a quick glance, but I didn't get a chance to look at the chart. I think I messaged you on Twitter, bro. I didn't get the chance because I've been live since. So that's why I haven't replied. Which I suggest all of you guys go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter. I do reply to everybody, or at least try to. I might be a little late, couple minutes, couple hours, but I will go ahead and reply. ALTCOIN John, I can help you out with whatever I can. You know, just hit me up, give me some alpha, let me know how your day's going, whatever the case is. Reach out, bro. But yeah, go ahead and do that. But yeah, man, DeFi was actually the one that told me about Safereum. So shout out to DeFi, bro. Good looks on that play. And literally, DeFi, every freaking play he's been freaking saying, like, it's been freaking popping. So Roger is a new one too. Roger is a new play. Which one's that one, bro? I don't see Roger. Can you send it to me on Twitter, please? But Gecko, CoinGecko. Dude, Gecko's up 3,000%. Remember, guys, from earlier from the stream, I told you, there's always money to be made. There's people making money right now while I'm freaking streaming. There's people freaking buying the next freaking meme coin that's popping off, making new all-time highs, and then Gecko's up 3,000%, bro. Total market cap 245, which is you know, pretty good. That means there's a lot of opportunity. Liquidity is pretty low. 41,000 is not too bad. We just don't know when they're gonna pull the rug, pretty much. Holder count 5551. Total volume 2 million. So the volume's insane, man. Volume is insane. Just when you thought you've seen it all. Dogs, frogs, lackluster and boring projects done for the 100th time. It's time for a change. An iconic investment, a live transform, a message from Warren Buffett. Enter the site. Dude, this gets me excited into entering the site. Gecko, the meme coin you didn't see coming, man. I like Gecko. He's a pretty cool dude, bro. It's kind of funny, man. Warren Buffett improves. Doesn't Warren Buffett own Geico? Doesn't he own Geico? Like I know Warren Buffett owns a couple insurance companies. So they have the tokenomics right now, zero tax, burn liquidity provider, how to buy. That's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool how to change it a little bit. I mean, still consider a frog, right? Is it a frog or is it a lizard, bro? It looks like a freaking frog to me. So I don't know if it's a freaking frog or not. Roger, it's no, it's Roger. I have it still. It's not a token. Bro. He meant Roger, like, yeah, dude, that's it. I thought you meant Roger, like the token Roger, bro. I was like, dude, with everything like now that comes out, like everything could, dude, like what's up with this, man? This is what I wanted to ask you, bro. Like what's up with multiple Safereums, man? Like what is going on here? We have this one at 8.2 million, and then we have this one at 8.27 million. like what is going on here, bro? I told you guys earlier, I was like, hey, there's one with like 1 million liquidity, and there's another one with a lower liquidity. This one has 1.5. I think this is V3. This is what it is. This is V3 liquidity. I don't know what the heck that means though. So this is pool liquidity right here. It says V3 1%. So like you get 1% for providing liquidity. I don't know what kind of benefit they get from doing a V2 to a V3. Comment down below if any of you know what is going on. But what does that mean? Like, why are they switching to a V3? All-time high right now, by the way. Both are tied to uni. But like, what's the benefit to that though? Like, what's the benefit of V1 to V2? I mean, V2 to V3. Like, I've never seen this thing before, bro. Like, I've never paid really attention to any of this. They both, but what does it mean? Is there anything different between V2 and V3, or are they both the same? Go to CMC. So they have it on CMC now? Oh, Snapples. Copy address. It's on CMC now. Oh, dude. This is the reason why it's freaking pumping. This is the reason why this shit's pumping right now. How did you know it's on CMC, bro? Damn, man. Do not know, to be honest. So Darian was asking me how to provide liquidity, bro. Do you know how to provide liquidity, by the way? I know you dabble with a lot of that stuff, so if you could just give us a quick little intro, that'd be cool. But I'm sure it's gonna be a little difficult doing it through chat. I just added new tokens. Yes, I'm a robot. Oh snap! You're a robot. I just added. Do not know, to be honest. Yes, I just added new tokens. I do believe that, bro. I would believe that you would seem like the person that would create an AI to go ahead and trade all this shit for you, like straight up, bro. Like I definitely do see that happening, man. Damn, dude, it says market cap is 10 million, 10.78 million. Just kidding. No, you're probably not, bro. You probably are a robot. You probably have like AI advanced, and you probably coded like so many robots, and like you have the robots do all the research for you, which I need ins on. I need ins on that. So we have total volume at 9 million, market cap at 10.78 million. I don't know how true that is, bro, because we do see market cap at 823, which I find actually quite interesting, honestly. So let me go ahead. Hey, by the way, guys, everybody that messaged me on Twitter, appreciate you. I will go ahead and reply to all of you as soon as we get off of stream. I know I've already got a few messages from you, so if you do want to reach out, feel free to reach out. But watch out with the Safereum Telegram scams a lot too, because I've literally just got entered into freaking 3 different Safereum chats, bro. It's like, dude, these are all spam. So like, watch out. Don't give your tokens away. Don't do any of that. Honestly, you shouldn't fall for any of that, but just be really, really aware, man. Sometimes it happens to the best of us. Who's Nema, bro? It says Dev is friend of Nema. Our buy before Arab. I don't understand this, bro. What the F are they saying, bro? This chat on Telegram is sometimes wild, bro. Like the like, dude, Telegram's this thing, bro. Like, I wish I could go ahead and show you this. It's currently trending at 2. This is 8.4 million market cap on Telegram right now. Look at that, dude. Chat's going freaking crazy, man. Look at that, wild. Hey, DeFi, do you have any other plays for us besides Gecko or Geico? Dude, Telegram's going freaking crazy right now. So we're gonna go ahead and see where I think we're gonna hit 20 million market cap, bro. Like, I've started live streaming since we were at 5 million market cap. Currently right now 8.39 million market cap. This is insane, bro. Shout out to Addicted Mellows, by the way. I forgot to mention that, guys. Shout out to Addicted Mellows. They have been supporting the channel literally since day one, always showing love. Their token's actually MOC token. I called out this token at 39,000 market cap, and we actually saw it go as high as 700,000 market cap. So just go ahead and give a look at this. Obviously, this is down. It looks like some whales ended up taking profits as soon as they pumped it to the upside. But we did actually delete a 0. So I actually entered around here. So you're actually entering, if you do jump in, around the area that I jumped in as well. So go ahead and give Addicted Mellows a follow. They've been a supporter for the channel for a long time, man. They've been putting in the work. I mean, look at how their account has been growing, bro. So like, they're doing a giveaway right now, Sunday giveaway, 1 winner ETH in 24 hours, how to enter. So I'm going to go ahead and retweet that, guys. Give them a follow. I am actually going to go ahead and go on Twitter Spaces tomorrow, or later on today, actually, not tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this. But I'm actually going to go ahead and go host a Twitter space with them later on today. So definitely, feel free to join. I do encourage all of you to go ahead and join. It's all about, making connections here in the space. GME, he says GME may also be a good one. I've been watching this when they had a bot attack and they had a big growth. What does a bot attack mean? Like, does a bot attack mean like on like buys, like transaction buys, or like Telegram, or let me look at GME. Yeah, I'm still holding MLC. Tillery says he's still holding MLC. So am I, dude. I'm holding, MLC long term, because it's another group of friends that they support us, literally my Web3 friends. Like, I met them through the space, bro. It's pretty cool. I've met a lot of you guys through the space, so it's actually pretty cool. I've made a lot of friends through the stream. So I like that. So DeFi says all-time high from listing. Tillery, yeah, I'm still holding MLC. I'm holding MLC too, bro. I think it might hit 1 million to 3 million once we get some bullish momentum coming in. But shout out to the team, man. They've always shown support, and I really do appreciate it. Since day one, bro. Literally, they've been showing support of the channel since day one, since the channel started. So shout out to them. Shout out to Tillery. Tillery's always been a long-term supporter as well. Is this the one, bro? GME? Why does this one look worse than I thought? This thing looks wild, man. And then Safereum's like pumping like crazy. I don't like the liquidity, bro, to be honest. The market cap does look interesting though, but you do see this massive dump. Like I mentioned, usually with a lot of these tokens, what we tend to see is like some sort of movement like this. So just be on the lookout for that. But that's wild, dude. So we are getting a lot of buys coming in, whatever that is. So that's wild. Safereum's at dude, this is wild, bro. We're back at 823 mil. They were cruising and someone attacked the decks. But you're right, LP is toast. Yeah, man. See, honestly, if I had extra gravy to throw into any project, as like freaking ridiculous as it sounds, I would throw it in Geico, bro. I don't know. Geico seems like the one that I mean, obviously it's a high risk too, guys, but it's a high risk. I'm not gonna say it's not a high risk, because like when you want to enter a lot of these tokens, you want to be buying in right here. This is where you want to be buying in. So where you're taking profits like right here, because we don't know if it's gonna dump. We don't know any of that, right? Same thing with Safereum. We don't know if it's gonna dump tomorrow. We don't know. That's the reality of the space. And it's just really all about having risk management. But Geico, I don't know, dude. I just like the way the chart looks. Like you just see this trend going up, and it's making newer highs. So it looks like it's gonna continue to pump. I could be wrong, but if I had extra money to throw into this, because I'm like fully packed. Yes, I agree. It's new and fresh. And actually just came out. Today's it came out so it came out today. So this one might have a little bit more of life left. I mean, then again, it did pump from 3,000%, which is insane. I think 3,000% about 30x, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's about a 30x, 3,000%, 30x. Yeah, I think it's about a 30x. Yeah, it's a 30x. So like, do the math. It's pretty freaking wild. So I'm gonna keep this one on my watch list. For me, I'm going to go ahead and wait for a retracement on the daily if I can. But it might be worth throwing some money. But I just don't like the fact that, you know, liquidity is not locked from what I see here. But what I could say is that we do have a good volume of 2.19 million. Holders are coming in. Market cap is low. So this might be worth risking like 50 bucks or 100 bucks. For all those that don't want to throw in crazy money. But this one, I would rather throw money into this one if I could, or I had an option to, over GME, because GME is just like, the liquidity is so freaking low, dude. The liquidity is so low for how many holders they have. And look at that volume. I mean, it's doing better than what it did before, but it's been launched since 9/28. So usually with meme tokens, when they're out for more than like freaking a week, they usually die, man. And we're seeing this right here. It pumped and then it probably died, but we don't know if it's gonna have a major reversal. So this is the reason why I'm keeping this one on the watch list as well. But the liquidity, actually, it's not bad, bro. I take that back. LP is not that bad, because total market cap is 212, liquidity 53,000. The only thing that I'm worried about is like how many people had like $10,000 in there and they're down right now. And once this thing starts pumping like a 3x, it goes to 30 grand and they pull out. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of my concern there. It's like almost a lower risk too, if you kind of think about it. Could be wrong. Dude, Safereum's freaking pumping, dude. So like we're back to 7.87. So we dumped down. Right now we're taking a little dip. So we've been analyzing this pretty hard with Safereum. Darian asked DeFi, he asked if you think that Safereum could hit 1 cent. I said no, dude. I don't think it could hit 1 cent. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it's gonna hit 1 cent, bro. Like, let's be honest. Like, let's not lie to ourselves. Like, who are we lying to, man? Like, we definitely do not want to go ahead and lie to ourselves, dude. I'm stretching out right now. I'm like, everything's cracking, but we're not here to lie to ourselves, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think a 1 cent on Safereum is gonna happen. I'm super bullish on Safereum, but I don't think 1 cent's gonna happen, bro. Like, I'm sorry to like break it for you, but I like to be somewhat realistic, right? And we were actually talking about this somewhat possible dip to probably trend to the to higher highs, but we haven't, man. Like right now we've been holding up pretty well, and we got listed on CoinMarketCap for which I never knew, and they haven't announced it, man. That's actually the crazy thing. I don't even think the team knows that they got listed on freaking CoinMarketCap. I bet anything. I'm gonna check their Telegram real quick. I bet people don't even know that we've got listed on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, I don't even think the team knows that we're listed on CMC. So like, I think as soon as like everybody starts finding out that CMC listed, I think everybody's gonna go crazy, man. Like, everybody's going freaking wild right now on freaking Telegram. I mean, look at this pump, bro. Like, look at this. Like, we're literally making new all-time highs on stream. So I just can't wait for later on today to go ahead and see this. But if you guys are all brand new to the stream, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Go ahead and support the channel by using my MEXC links down below. Go ahead and support the channel. Currently giving all the way up to $20,000 in sign-up bonuses, no KYC, and literally takes less than 3 seconds to create an account. You can actually go ahead and leverage trade a lot of these tokens that we talk about. Maybe not all these new ones, but like the Pepes, the Shibas, and you know, a Pepe 2.0s. You can actually go ahead and trade them a lot on MEXC. I personally like trading on MEXC with leverage. That's how I like to go ahead and do a lot of swing trading, as you can actually go ahead and see if you head over to my Twitter. Usually I post some of my plays that I have right now. Like right now I posted this AMC one. I have a couple options. I might be posting a little bit more stock content on my Twitter. And then you see some of my shorts, my longs. So like I do post here and there on my stuff. I do trade. So it is, for me personally, my preferred platform, because it's no KYC and literally takes 3 seconds to create an account. So if you want to support the channel, use my MEXC link down below. And we're going to go ahead and see where things are going moving forward. I am actually going to go ahead and take a break. I'm going to go ahead and rest for a while. The updated decks to show CMC, they have to know. Let me see. Is that what you were talking about, bro, when you told me earlier that the updated CMC? Where's CMC? CMC. Oh, interesting. 111, bro. That's a lucky number. 111. Let's freaking go. 111.7, dude. So we're literally making, let's see what the all-time high was. The all-time high was 112.65. People are saying can't wait for Monday. Volume is insane. Yeah, dude. Monday's gonna be freaking insane, guys. Like volume's gonna be freaking through the moon. So I'm excited for that. Like I said, guys, don't chase candles. I mean, don't chase green candles. Buy the dip. If you can buy the red. I told a lot of you when you were watching the stream when I went live. I mean, I'm already live about almost 4 hours live. I think almost about my longest stream I've ever done. But I did actually go ahead and tell a lot of you that this might be like the last time to buy, like literally right here last couple hours ago on stream, and I actually did follow that. I did say that it might have probably dumped, and if it does dip, it's going to be around these two areas right here. So look at these areas carefully, 7803 and 67020. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Maybe we could do the Fibonacci retracement, but we just don't know where the high is going to be, right? We just don't know where the top is going to be. I know for sure, like with the momentum we're getting, we're gonna go ahead and break above 1271. So even if we do 618 Fibonacci retracement from this top right here, the 618 Fibonacci tells us that this is a very strong area of support right here. So it's literally around the area that I told you guys. Like sometimes I don't even need to use Fibonacci to know where support's going to be, because it's really simple. It's not that complicated. You see resistance, resistance, resistance. It broke support. You see that it was struggling. It struggled, and it broke to the upside. So this is like a bullish trend, guys. And when you see a breakout like this with a massive consolidation, it just means it's going to follow a massive pump to the upside. So I don't see this thing stopping down anytime soon realistically, but if it does, it's going to be around this area right here, the 7803, which is giving us the area of the 618, which is the golden ratio. For all those that don't know what this Fibonacci retracement is, just look it up. It's actually quite crazy, because the world runs in a sequence of numbers, and the 618 just so happens to be invented by this math scientist, if I'm not mistaken, and that's how a lot of traders use to go ahead and predict whether you know, it's going to go up or down. But like I said, I don't like doing too much crazy TA on a lot of meme tokens, because it's really unpredictable. But so far, Safereum has been showing, you know, the respect, which is really good. So, you know, just invest when you're willing to lose. Hope all of you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. I am going to go ahead and take a break right now. I'm 3 hours deep, almost 4 hours, and I will go ahead and go live in a couple hours again. And I will go ahead and be hosting a Twitter space as well. Be reaching out to everybody that messaged me on Twitter right now. So go ahead and give me a look, ALTCOIN John on Twitter. DM me, message me, reach out to me. If you want to collaborate, whatever the case is, just reach out to me, man. Like let's go ahead and reach out to me, talk crypto, talk about whatever you want, but reach out to me. Let's go ahead and show some support to that one, OPM. Hey, DeFi, are you still there, bro? Because I want to ask you a question real quick, now that I have you right here. I want to ask you, like, what do you think about this one, Dogs Rock Fair Launch? Take a look at this one, man. It's on pink sale. I don't know. I was going to send you this right now after stream. This one has just filled out like crazy. I mean, look at this pre-sale right here. They're only doing whitelist, which apparently Darion said that it's close, but they've raised over 204 BNB. Pre-sale ends in about 1 day, and soft cap was 50 BNB, and they're listing on Pancake Swap. So initial support, supposedly initial market cap is 64,000, but I think it might be a little bit higher. Let me know what you think down below, bro, or message me on Twitter. But anyways, hope all of you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, good morning, good afternoon. I'll go ahead and catch all of you onto the next one. Make sure to go ahead and take profits, and I'll catch you